Yo, 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 what it do, what it do, what it do. Oh, no. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Outlaw Uop, Thoughtful Narcissist Podcast, man. We in the building. We got some very special guests with us here today, people. Very, very special guests. First off, my boy Rhetoric in the building, man. You already know.
You are listening to the greatest podcast in the world. Hey, we here, man. I'm excited. We got a big full house today.
We do.
We ain't had to bring the chair out in a minute.
We got a live audience. You know what I'm saying? We got new guests. You know what I'm saying? This is it's a real spectacle today, man. We're gonna get into some shit. You know, we got the friend of the show, man. My boy Prime Time in the building.
Yo.
Man, a few words.
You gotta pay for those.
Man, a few words, man. We got Dub Don Dot on the ones and twos. Well, twisted knobs, and those the ones and twos, the knobs and the switches. He ain't got no mic today. Shout out to Dub Don Dot. We got very special guests in the building, man. Very special guests.
Dear old friends.
Miss Queen Confections herself. Quan, holla at the people, man.
Hey guys, it's Quan.
Quan is in the building. And we got another very special guest, Miss Shanika in the building. Holla at the people.
Hi.
They a little shy right now, but they gonna warm up. I promise you. We gonna get some topics going, and we gonna definitely get them to come out of their shell and talk some shit on the show today.
The pre-production is definitely shown. There's some energy to be put. We just gotta poke it out. That's all. We gonna get it.
We getting started. We getting started, man. I know Rhetoric going to ask his normal questions. How was everybody's weekend and all that good shit like he cares. So
I definitely do care. So y'all good? Y'all been good?
We good.
That's good. That's good. So I want to start off because y'all know. Remember when I gave a little hate to Zendaya? Oh
yeah. I know what you're finna talk about.
I gotta give somebody some love now because when I show a little hate, I like to be balanced. You know what I'm saying? All things balanced. So Chloe Bailey, come to the front. So I don't know if y'all seen Swarm.
Did anybody see that?
Did y'all see Swarm?
We haven't seen it.
It is worth the first 5 minutes. I promise you that. Okay.
Open the act. Okay.
Oh yeah. Great talent, great acting. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a silent scene. You know what I'm saying?
In the air?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a silent scene though. You know what I'm saying? No words.
Yeah.
From Snowfall, right? Yeah.
Damson. So
Damson, yeah.
So he, and like I said, I was criticizing Zendaya because she had got $1 million, but she's the only one on the show who doesn't, exploit herself with her body like everybody else does on the show, and she's getting a bonus for it. So shout out to Chloe Bailey, she did her thing.
Yeah, I saw it. It was
y'all don't leave me out there.
It was a good little clip. It was a nice little clip. You
got it.
Yeah,
did y'all see the interview where she did? What she talked about?
I saw that shit.
She said she was shy. Like she said she wasn't used to. That's not really something that she's ever really done.
Shy.
Did you see it?
I saw the clip.
Okay, you saw the clip. And you ain't think she looked shy. Or is that just good
acting?
But
when she be performing, she be
all that. So
she does. I don't think.
I mean, she puts on a character.
She said there's like a rubber ball in between them.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
So like, you don't think so?
I honestly don't think so.
It didn't look like
you think it's skin to skin?
I honestly do.
It didn't look
skin to skin when it's a movie.
I mean, but they said there was a rubber. She said that there was a rubber ball in between them. So
you could definitely see because I was trying to show somebody that you could see where she has like really brown panties on. Mm-hmm. You can tell that he has a little string on his waist, so you can see where it's like everything is. They covered it. Yeah, it's not skin to skin.
Maybe I wasn't looking into it then.
So it's like. It's
good acting.
It looked real.
That's how it's supposed to look.
It's definitely not something that they try to be like, it's not no soft porn, nothing like that. It's,
right.
This is professional work, you know what I'm saying? Right. So all this stuff is, like I said, I've helped film sex scenes and stuff before. All that shit is like real close set. Everybody's cool. Everybody's relaxed. You know what I'm saying? They make sure the girl's comfortable. And that's the most important thing. And like I said, that's what we said. He made her comfortable in a situation like that. So, I mean, I applaud her because I know for a lot of women, especially in the industry, they kind of get devalued a little bit. And that's why I kind of was critical of Zendaya of it, where it's like, you get more money, but you ain't showing what all the other women have to show. What does that say about the grand scheme of everything? So that's why I wanted to give, Chloe, her.
No, did y'all watch the show, though? Did you watch the extra, besides that, did you watch
I didn't get to finish it, no.
That's good. He just wanted to see that. He just wanted to see that shit.
Hey, that's what was buzzing.
I watched the show.
I'm going to watch the show.
The show is actually pretty good. The shit is crazy.
It's a series or a movie?
It's a series, I think.
It's a series. Yeah, it's a series.
On Amazon.
So yeah, Donald Glover is the one who.
No, the shit is good. I don't want to spoil it. I mean, I do. I want to say.
Good,
I want to talk about it.
It's basically about like
a stalker, right?
She's not. She's slick. So she's like a girl. She basically obsessed with like Beyonce. But it ain't Beyonce. It's a different name and shit like that. But like,
ain't she singing in church too?
I ain't see that part.
Okay, that's why I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer.
No, I saw a few episodes, but I didn't like. I think I'm on like episode 3.
Okay,
but like the shit was good. Like the girl is fucking nuts. Okay, she's fucking crazy. Not Chloe Bailey, but the other her friend. What was her name? Carmen.
Yeah.
Carmen.
She's a really good actress too.
Yeah, Carmen is fucking crazy. Like whenever she go up to people and she always asks them like, "Who's your favorite artist?" And if they don't say. Like, I think her name was, like, Najee.
Yeah.
If they don't say Najee, like, she, like, mark their ass and she basically come back and kill them. So, the shit's fucking nuts. You gotta watch it. She, like, whenever she go crazy, she start hearing, like, bees in her, like, bees and shit. Like, the bees start swarming.
So, it sound like some Candyman shit.
It's slick. Like, it's crazy because she got, like, a fake burner account where she harass people, whoever talks shit about Naja, who is Beyonce. She like part of Bayhive, but it's crazy. Y'all should watch that shit. It's really good. I probably ruined it, like spoiled it.
No, I mean it's a series, so it's a lot of turns and stuff that's gonna happen.
But the shit is.
That's
good.
definitely worth watching. Like I said,
you should watch it.
Like I said, I'm definitely gonna finish it. So,
and I don't even watch TV like that, so that shit was good.
All right, man, we got to dig into this mess, man. It's been a lot of tomfoolery going around about this man Andrew Wiggins, this Canadian. So, Andrew Wiggins is a Golden State Warrior, if y'all not familiar. They just won a championship, and he's been missing in action, essentially, on the court about a month and a half now, I want to say. It's been at least about 16 games, and nobody knows why. Everybody's been saying personal reasons.
Family. They say
family situation. They're not really diving deep into it, so they've really been hush mouth. But some... I don't know who this motherfucker was.
Right, some random dude.
Some nigga on TikTok.
Like he was at a restaurant.
Yeah, nigga like he was in McDonald's, bored, made a TikTok account, because if you look at his TikTok account, it has no name. It's just X, A, Z, and a whole bunch of numbers. And he goes and says the reason why Andrew Wiggins hasn't been playing is because of his wife. He just found out his wife's, maybe one or two of his children may not be his, and it may be his best
children.
Man, you look at that first girl.
They said his wife had an affair on him. She been cheating on him with his best friend, basically their whole marriage. And his two kids may not be his. They may be his best friend's kids. So basically, they having like a little crisis at home. He hasn't been playing basketball. He hasn't come to work. This is his job.
This is all rumors, alleged.
He hasn't been to work because allegedly, his best friend has been sleeping with his wife for years.
That's some shady shit.
And the children may not be his. And I'm just going to say, if that happened to me, I probably wouldn't come to work either.
For a minute, right?
For a minute. I might not never come back.
Because
I might be done kill somebody. And I'm probably going to be in jail. So
I want to ask y'all,
tough.
Because
that would be real tough.
How do you live with something like that when it's a possibility? Do you think like she's wrong for that? Do y'all think she was trying to protect her livelihood? Because he is a $100 million man. Like he's a top. He has a max contract in the NBA.
We're saying that we knew that she knew that those wasn't Andrew.
She knew there was a chance.
Okay.
If you know there's a chance, you got to be real with that man. Yeah, like you gotta let me know. Like,
this ain't somebody else. This is his best friend.
Regardless, like it's another person.
That's what I'm saying. But this is why she didn't want to say nothing. Right?
If it's a rando, she probably
right. Random nigga, I can tell this nigga, damn, baby, I done cheated. No, nigga, this your best friend.
For real. Like
does his best friend play basketball?
Who you love? Right.
You gotta.
Nigga, you grew up in Canada with. Like that's
so how do we know this isn't true?
We probably more than likely it isn't. The shit I kind of wanted to get into with it was like, this is the problem when you're a celebrity and you try to do that privacy thing. You allow for anything to come out. The best thing he could have did, my family's sick, member's sick. Like, just give people something. Because it's like, honestly, people really think that, like, once you get famous and kind of, like, get this big exposure, like, you had this right to your same privacy anymore, and it's really not. Like, you really kind of lose that because you selling it to be for the fame. You know what I'm saying? So... Again, I'm not saying we should have entitled to any of his business, but this is something you got to kind of understand where it's like, if you don't give people something, the wolves will make up something. Because this nigga, like I said, this nigga don't have no name on his shit and it's been going everywhere.
This is what I'm saying. Like, Andrew Wiggins ain't even that popular of a player.
Yeah.
To really, like, for people to wonder What the fuck? Yeah, like this nigga really. So I want to know who this black dude is that made this shit up.
Yes,
just some random guy. Just made a video.
I mean, nobody knows.
He didn't say his name in it.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Okay, but how would he know about Andrew business?
That's why.
He need to know who this guy is.
There's some people who could be close to the source.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Somebody done told a cousin done told
right.
homeboy.
It can get far, especially if it's because when you look at it, it's 3 families involved. It's Wiggins, the wife family, and then the best friend family.
Mm-hmm.
So
anybody
could say something. You see what I'm saying?
So it definitely could leak out eventually. Like I said, when you
don't think it's true.
I think right now I'm not going to say I believe it.
I don't think it's true.
I just think it's more so important from a PR standpoint.
I don't think it's true because I just hope and pray that
it's not true for his sake.
For his sake. That's tough. Hard to live by, especially if the kids isn't his.
Yeah,
and how old are the kids?
The kids are younger, so
I think the oldest one is like 4 or 5, and the youngest one's like 2 or 3.
He's already created that bond. He's already been doing such things for these kids, and if you don't kill them, right? Because I don't think
Jesus Christ, my nigga! God damn! Okay.
He talking about how you said that you would kill somebody. But I'm saying that.
I was like,
you ain't gonna kill the kid.
I say Jesus.
I think that the next thing you could do that will hurt the situation and probably hurt you just as much is just walk away from everybody.
Walk away from
even the kids.
That's so tough,
you know what I'm saying? And
fuck them kids.
they not yours. I don't want to say
that. Fuck them kids.
So let me ask y'all a question because that's an important question out of this.
Y'all could just say fuck them.
Hold on. Let's ask the lady.
They not his.
I don't got no kids. That's what I can say. I don't got no kids.
What if one is his and one isn't?
Well, of course, you got to hold one down.
All right, so ladies, what would y'all do?
Let's listen. Okay, y'all done already fucked up.
Y'all,
you know what I'm saying? It's already in the situation. Y'all already fucked up. He says, y'all, one is his, one ain't. He says, I'm doing for one. That other one, you got to figure out for. How y'all feeling? Y'all go one at a time.
I mean, that's cool.
I would understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, because I already done fucked up.
So how you understand that if neither one of them was his, he's saying fuck both of them?
He could say that too.
So this is different though. Like, but see, this is different though. We're not talking about a normal lifestyle. This nigga has you up. Like you are used to a certain standard that is no.
That's why she didn't say shit because she was trying to keep her money rolling. Right. That's why she ain't.
I mean, she wouldn't say nothing because.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
but they gonna have to get it. I mean, I'm getting a divorce.
That has to be. Oh yeah, that's
no fucking way. Like,
yeah.
Then when you get a divorce, if they had a prenup,
call your mama.
You
calling the mama. Call your mama.
Call granny.
I'm calling your mama. I'm calling your mama and telling her, hey, she on the first flight back.
Y'all in this situation, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all know y'all pregnant. Matter of fact, y'all already had 2 kids. Y'all pregnant with another one, and y'all know all 3 of these kids may not be his.
Is she pregnant?
I don't know. I'm just adding to it.
Yeah, she's kind of she kind of tweeted that, "Oh, y'all are disgusting on the internet." You know,
like,
she did say something.
What are y'all doing in this case? Are y'all gonna just tell the nigga the truth, or are y'all gonna be like, "Oh no, these your kids"? Like, what y'all doing?
At this point, she has to tell the truth because he's gonna find out. So,
you think you just gotta just fess up?
Yeah, I think I would. At this point,
because if she deny it, he gonna say, "Okay, let's get a test," because he done heard these rumors.
So what if the tests come back and they are his kids?
Is there a different kind of understanding now, or is it like let's take the cheat now. Let's just take the cheat now. He heard you cheating. This is all speculation now.
Yeah,
he heard you cheating. He asked for a test. What you doing now? How you feeling?
Are y'all giving him the test?
Because
I mean, do I have a choice?
I mean,
you have a choice. I mean, they're your kids.
You ain't got no choice.
Yes, you do have a choice.
I said he could go get them on his own.
Because it's not like you
DNA test on his own.
Without the test, he has no grounds.
Yeah, you can. You can solve the baby mouth without her knowing. Yeah, you can do.
But she could have went and did that already.
He wanted to be thorough too, but he wanted to
could have did that and be like, okay, these his. So if he do come at me with some shit, I can just deny this shit.
Exactly.
So he know it's his though, but he wanted to be thorough. He wants you to swab too, because that make it even more official when you do all 3. You down with the swab, or like I said, this is off of speculation. You know you innocent.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know you innocent though.
If I am.
What if you know you like, damn, I did fuck his best friend a few times. When he
it was unprotected.
Right.
Damn, it's a possibility.
Oh, damn. Don't tell him that. He gonna die. Don't tell him.
I'm saying, like, it was a long season. He a basketball player.
At this point, I feel like we gotta take a test. I mean, he gonna want a test. He done heard this shit. He gonna want
You
to
like, fuck it, let me take this test.
Let me just take this test because
because
it's your kids, nigga.
But if you know one of them kids ain't his kid,
then I'm fucked up.
you just gonna tell him like, we don't need no test. Like, hey, are you gonna go through with the test and everything?
Probably take a test.
You gonna take the test
Because I don't even know. Is it my husband? Is it his best friend? I'm not sure. Because I was fucking around. So
I mean, you know who you wanted to be. So I mean,
right, exactly. Where the money resides.
Okay, that's all that matters. You need to be his kids. He got the check.
But no, that first one, you see his children like that. His first daughter clearly looks like him. There's no spitting. There's spitting image right there.
He don't know. He don't know. I wonder if it's true though. It'll come out.
Something will. I mean, he's like I said, she's kind of already put it to bed. You know, called the internet nasty and stuff like that. He did like a nasty man though. So I mean, we can probably chalk that away.
Did the best friend say anything? The best friend?
I mean, yeah, I don't think we don't really know. His best friend could be any Canadian dude. Okay. We just talking about him because he's the most important person in the situation. So, but let's get into the Ciara dress. So she was at the red carpet for the Oscars. I know y'all saw it. The theme of it was what? Show less or see less or something like that. Barely there. Okay, barely there. So she goes out. Very skimpy outfit. Very skimpy attire.
Very skimpy is an understatement.
I didn't even know nothing about the thing.
I was gonna say
that's why I want to kind of take it to a smaller scope.
Well, I gotta still do some research because I looked at other women who was there and nobody else was dressed like that.
I mean, she won. I think it's kind of clear she won.
I mean, was there a competition?
I mean, she won because she was barely there. That's what I meant. It wasn't the best outfit.
She was there, but her dress was barely there.
Definitely. I mean, Russell.
She had on a thong and a see-through thing on top.
I mean,
everything was out.
Somebody at the beach.
Yeah, definitely. A cover-up, pretty much.
I got some questions about this, but this is interesting to me. This is not interesting for me. This is not interesting for me because of not only like the outfit she had on, but just the things she been doing lately. Like, you know,
it has been a cycle of it. Yeah,
what she been doing?
Like, she just had the whole making the song for the single ladies and ladies who don't need a man and shit. She like, you know, back on that type of shit.
That's for entertainment purposes, though. That's for entertainment.
So
she's married, so clearly her husband be okay with it. I mean, that's how she make her money because she's an entertainer.
You don't have a problem? Do you have an issue with her not living her raps though? Because that's what I'm saying. That's
because everybody wanted to see Ciara's prayer.
Everybody's not living their raps.
But everybody wanted to.
We can't judge.
Nah, there's some jails niggas living their raps though. Now.
I'm saying like
we don't know them niggas. We talking about the niggas that we know. Just like Ciara on Ciara's status. Niggas is lying and not living the rap that they
Miami
talking about.
not rapping what she not living her raps.
Exactly.
JT ain't living her raps.
That's just what they do.
Megan Thee Stallion ain't living her raps.
This would be the conundrum.
I think Glorilla living her raps.
Yeah, I mean this is the conundrum.
Glorilla living her raps.
The conundrum then is he saying if she wants what's best for women, that's what be the message of the song would be, but then she's not living her raps. Is she? That's where the hypocrisy comes from, because. If she's well taken care of. This nigga just scored a contract, what, 150 something guaranteed or something last season.
That nigga making like $40 million a year.
Yeah, so he like she secured the bag for real. Like she's good. So for her to be telling that, it just seems to be kind of, are you really trying to help for the betterment, or are you just trying to sell records because you know it's really been dry since Future ain't been writing your shit no more?
Ooh.
Y'all know that.
You said something right there.
Future be
that was her last hit was written by Future.
Future be taking
Russell Records is not putting out hits. I promise you that.
Not Russell Records.
Russell Records is not putting out hits. I promise you.
Future be taking jabs at Ciara on these songs.
He mad. He mad.
I mean, I guess he is mad, but it's like it's tough. It's tough.
I mean, when you got Jay-Z dissing you, you know what I'm saying, kind of taking personal shots. I mean, I can understand why this nigga's upset.
It's tough.
This nigga after party. It was a themed after party. It wasn't the Oscars.
Okay.
Okay,
that kind of changes it a little bit.
What the other ladies?
Right.
I mean, to me, it don't change too much because it's like you still up there with your husband.
So this is what I'm.
Right, he's beside her.
How many of these other ladies is married?
That means he was okay with
That's what I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
right there.
Was he okay with it, or did he just not want to?
I think that once we get the clarity of it was the theme, then at the end of the day, she's just complying to the theme. That's why it's not a problem. You see what I'm saying? it doesn't matter if these other women are married or not.
So let's
married to me. I'm not gonna let my wife.
Hold on. Let's make it
right there. Even what you being.
Hold on. Let's make it messy. Let's make it messy because he already just said.
Has confidence though.
Mm-hmm.
That's to me. That's insecurities. If
your
wife can't comply to a theme, now if she just chose to wear that shit because she wanted to walk out there with that shit. Okay, we may need to have a discussion. Hey, babe, like, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
do you tell her how you feel though? Do you say, baby, that makes me feel uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. No, because you know how niggas give it up. We'll give it up and be like, I just don't want niggas to be. No. Like, are you gonna tell her no? This makes me have feelings.
At this age, yes, you do. At 23, maybe you. That's what you say.
But these folks is older than us, so
right.
You know what I'm saying? They married. They got kids.
Married, right.
And that is why I'm just like, yo, we married, we got kids. We was just at the prison preaching to the prisoners. Singing, crying with them. Now we supposed to be a Christian, wholesome family, and you out here with looking your like ass out.
I see what you're saying.
I'm not going. If I'm Russell, and I ain't Russell, and I ain't even on the shit they on, and I'll probably be like, nah, babe, I don't think you should go out dressed like that. You know what I'm saying? Just because we got kids, you know what I'm saying?
They gonna see this
we're a family. We ain't on that freak shit. That's some freak shit. Like when people see that,
that's eyes wide shut.
Yeah, that's like, yo, I feel like that's some you're inviting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just opening Pandora's box. Like, motherfucker gonna look at y'all like, oh, these folks some swingers. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, they on some freak shit. Niggas gonna be really trying your wife right there in front of you.
I don't think it's that blatant. No, it's not gonna be that blatant. They're not gonna be trying your wife right there in front of you. Depending on where you at. That is where it goes to the insecurity. So let me ask the ladies. Let's ask the ladies in the room. Have y'all ever been policed with y'all clothing regarding to y'all relationships?
I mean, they have tried.
Ooh.
But you can't control me. Like, I'm very different.
Is there a thing of policing and there's a thing of respect? You see what I'm saying? Okay.
And that's what I feel like.
So who gauges that scale though? Like, cause that's where it comes to.
For me, I wear what I want to wear. You can say how you feel. If it's too much, that's cool. If I want to wear it, I'm gonna wear it. For one, I'm not married. I could be submissive, if it comes to that. But if I want to wear this outfit, I'm gonna wear this outfit.
No, I feel you.
I'm gonna wear it.
You ain't married.
I honestly feel differently.
I feel you.
Okay, speak it.
I would respect my boyfriend enough to like.
Girl, you would.
I definitely would. She knows me, and I definitely would. Because if you can't handle it, then I respect that. Like,
I mean, like
and insecurities.
The expression goes, if you can't handle a bad bitch, then don't get one. That's.
I don't even think it's. I don't know. It's different. Like, I let my girl wear things that she feel comfortable in. And
don't try my boy like that. Hold on, don't say whoa. He said the word. Hold on, don't say that to my boy.
I didn't mean.
You okay with it?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like once it gets to a certain, like, I'm not gonna let her wear.
She check in
with her ass out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wear what Ciara wore.
You want to wear a short? You want to wear a nice dress.
So is it wrong to check in?
No, it's not wrong.
Okay.
But like I said,
so if you check in, if you ask your man and he be like, babe, you think this too short? He be like, hell yeah, that's too short. You go take it off. You go be like, nah, nigga, this shit ain't too short. You wear it anyway.
I will wear it out the house. Like, you gonna see me with this dress on.
So okay, I can understand the dress part. I mean, you can't really kind of do nothing about that length of a dress if she gonna wear the dress. But he said, can you put a coat on?
Could you put a jacket on?
Sure.
Is there a compromise on?
Sure. Okay. And then I get to the spot.
It's too much.
I'm drinking, like it's hot in here. Like I need
too much
some air.
cleavage showing. Like, then he gonna be like, damn, I told you not to wear that.
I have like big boobs, so I'm gonna have cleavage either way you go. With a hoodie on, you gonna see it. So I can hear what you're saying. I can understand what you're saying, but if I want to wear it, I'm gonna wear it.
But for your husband though, you'll change your mind.
Yeah.
To a degree, because it doesn't seem like it's too much.
Especially if your husband a millionaire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this though. How do you expect, and this is strictly hypothetical, how do you expect a man to make you your husband if he asks you, make you his wife, and when he asks you those simple things, you can't even adjust to that? Because to me, and that's just, and I can understand, wait till he's your husband, I can understand that makes sense, but if we're 2 years, 3 years in, and it's almost flirting around that time where I should be proposing to you, and you're doing these things, and I'm asking for you to make these adjustments, and you're like, I'm not your wife. You're right.
I get that, but I'm not gonna be like Ciara. Like, she was completely naked. I'm not doing that.
So we all can agree that Ciara shit was too far.
For our everyday thing. If we were talking about an everyday normal club event,
not too far because of what they're
but they're superstars. Like at the end of the day, we have to separate ourselves from them because they don't live the same. We don't live the same life as them. Like they are mega stars. Everybody knows who they are. Everybody knows who their name is. Like they out of this world with that shit.
I don't know.
But when we actually talk about,
she got a check from that designer
for sure. Like all that stuff
did, but I don't know. It's just hypocritical.
Russell Designer Industries. They
would y'all be okay with y'all wife wearing that? Would y'all be okay with you right there beside her?
No, I would be okay with it if it's the theme.
Yeah,
if it's a theme, we can find something.
Yeah, if it's an adult theme party, that's
like some of those things those other ladies had on were way better than weren't as revealing as what Ciara had on.
She just did it wrong. She looked terrible, regardless of what the theme was. You executed it terribly, and that's why everyone's talking about it.
Yeah,
because
Hunter Schafer, she had on like a Versace look. She literally was barely wearing any clothes, and she's on every Vogue.
Is she married?
No.
I think that makes a difference.
I
think it makes a difference when you're not married. I think it makes a difference when you don't when you don't perpetuate yourself as like this highly religious family. You know what I'm saying? When you do those certain type of things, people don't respect you when you do other things. You know what I'm saying? Like
Paul would have definitely told it to stone Ciara in that dress.
It does, because if you're preaching, like if you're one of these highly religious families and you're preaching about the Bible and you're doing all these other things, you're going to prisons trying to help redeem people who have been convicted of crimes, and you're doing these things. You're in the church, you're in the pulpit. You can't then turn around and go wear something half naked. Like, you can't do that. It's controversy.
I think we didn't found the controversy. Let's bring it out. Hold on.
I'm saying, because look, it was just a preacher. This doesn't even.
I want to join the conversation. I mean, no, I'm gonna stop.
But this wasn't even. So this isn't even on the same level as. This isn't even on the same level as Ciara and Russell, but.
So come on! I want you to come in. If so they
it's
can
not
hear
even
you.
because you're a part of a religion. It's because you're trying to be a figurehead. These people go around and preach themselves, like they are doing God's work themselves. And then there's another example. This isn't the same, but there was a preacher, right? The lady who was preaching about how if her husband cheat on her, she would go beat the other lady up and shit like that in the pulpit, right? Mm-hmm. She got a lot of flack for that. People were like, damn, you supposed to be a preacher. You preaching the word and you telling people that to go get violent if your husband cheat on you. She had to come back and redact that shit and be like, okay, yeah, you right. I was speaking as a wife and not speaking as a pastor. Mm-hmm. As a pastor, I shouldn't be telling people to go get violent revenge on their cheating husband's mistress or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just certain things like that. I just noticed like patterns and shit. So if you preaching and you do it, you want to be holy person like that, and then you turn around and do some shit that's like completely unholy, then that shit just like hypocritical for me. You know what I'm saying?
Your outfit is that you can't compare that to being unholy.
It has to do with it. In the Bible, it says how women they want women to dress and shit like that. I'm not saying that. You know, I agree with it. I'm not saying that. I just said I didn't say I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't live by that like they do either. You feel me? So it's just hypocritical to me. You know
let me ask a question, because I think we landed at a really good topic right here in regards to religion and what is actually in the word. And then what we're doing, because I want you to come on, because you've been saying a lot of good stuff back there. I want you to come on. All right, no. So this is what we're gonna do. I want you to come on, Kiki. So we got another guest coming in, because this is a very good conversation here.
Right here with them, or
she can sit right there. No, she can sit right there. And then what you call it? All right, so this is a really good conversation right here. We want to thank you for joining the show.
Hey, girl.
It sounds to me that you're a very religious person. Would you say that?
Yes.
Okay. So this is good, because I'm an atheist actually. So I don't believe in a God or anything. Yeah, I don't. So
and I'm not.
But
very
I
religious.
have actually studied.
You say you're not.
I'm not very religious. I mean, I'm religious, but I'm not like devout. You know, I'm not like just all. I don't go to church every Sunday. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe in God.
I'll say, like you said, very religious. I'm like with him. Like I'm not. I believe in God. I strongly believe in God.
Right.
But
let me ask
I don't
go
to church.
Right, you're not like a devout.
Which God do you believe in?
You don't go every.
Which God do you believe in?
Are you like Christian?
I'm asking, are you a Christian? Are you a Muslim?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Growing up, it was like Christian, but I'm not like I don't.
You don't subscribe to anything right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you believe in a higher power.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're kind of going off in a little dispute with, because what he's talking about is Christian fundamentalism. And what that kind of essentially is following the book per the letter. So in the book of Timothy and things of that nature, they're very strict on what a woman is supposed to do in her relation to a role to a man. So that's what he's referring to. What I agree with you saying. You can be spiritual, you can be part of that, and not say that, still following God. Right. But I think that's where the kind of conflict was coming from.
I don't disagree with that either. Like, I feel like you can follow God and still wear something like that. But I feel like it's the people who, like, if you go to church every Sunday, if you folks like us, we could probably do some shit like that and it won't be frowned upon as a person who, like, I go to church every Sunday, I'm up here preaching, I'm part of the damn, I'm a deacon, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like growing up, we had a church in LA, which was actually Shanika's grandma and my auntie. And, we were raised as Christians.
Right.
And we did go to church all the time.
Right.
I was, like, in the praise dance, like, everything, all that. We both were. So, growing up, it's, like, I think it was just different because it's, like, yeah, we were Christians, but we also, like, had that freedom of, like, being ourselves.
Right.
Like our parents, grandmas, like they didn't say, "Oh, you can't wear that. Like you can't wear this." Of course, like we wouldn't go out the house looking like hoochies or whatever. Which whoever does that is fine. Like if you want to go out the house half naked, that's fine. But we just, but we did like to show skin. Like even now, I like to show skin, but I still, I'm strongly like a believer in God. But
so when you say, you say Jesus, that's what you say. You would say Jesus, God, Jesus. The God of the Hebrew Bible, essentially that.
Yeah.
King James version. No,
go ahead.
I'm asking. It's the King James version.
No, I don't go too deep in religion.
No, that's what I'm trying to ask. That's why I'm trying to clarify everything so I can understand what you're saying. Because if you're saying the reason why I always have a conundrum, the reason why I always have a conundrum with this is a lot of people say they're spiritual, and then when they finish their prayers, they'll say in Jesus' name. So it's you can't just bite half the apple and not say you didn't eat none of the fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jesus is part of an entire religion, and there are things that encompass that when you bring him involved in it. So that's why I ask people that, because a lot of people like to say, "Hey, I'm spiritual," and things of that nature, but then they'll bring in, picks and pieces of the terminology. Yeah. And I think that's where it creates that conundrum, because, like I said, when you're being a fundamental Christian, when you go by the book, a woman is not supposed to teach no man, not supposed to learn. Yeah. You sit in quiet. You have a very, like I said, the Bible is unclear on a lot of things. What they say about women, they are very clear on. It's very understood. They are very, to wear pants. Yeah, like all that kind of stuff. Like it's very understood. No fabric, wear different fabrics and all that stuff. It is very clear, even Old and New Testament. Yeah. So that's where it kind of comes from in that. Yeah. So I understand that. And I want you to speak more to that in regards to kind of like where you find your freedom at in the spirituality. And do you feel as though there's a conundrum when you do bring like a Jesus in, and then that you have to kind of actually dispute what the word says?
So, okay, just to rewind a little bit. As far as like with the freedom, what I was talking about, right? I would say our people are very like, they've been through a lot. Like, we believe in God. Christians growing up as Christians or whatever. They also have, like I'll just use my mom for an example. Like, she's a strong believer of God, whatever. But she's also been through like a lot of like, I would say bad stuff, like just like, like whatever.
Like life.
Yeah, life, exactly. But she's very like, she was always that parent that was always like chill. Like she lets us, like I said, have our freedom. And yeah, like I said, of course she wouldn't let us walk out the house like, like go put something else on, whatever. But it was never just like, oh, you're a Christian, you have to dress like this. Like you have to wear your dress down to your, to your feet, whatever. But I just feel like they were just more like understanding.
Yeah.
Right.
And like just, how do I say it? Just humble. Like, I don't know. Because I do know some people that are like, they just have to cover up. Like,
right.
Yeah, we went to school with girls who had to wear skirts.
They didn't wear nothing but skirts. They couldn't wear pants. And that was part of their religion, and they followed that to a T. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and my mom's father, he was like that. Like, he wanted them to, like, wear dresses.
Wear long dresses.
Stuff like that. Yeah. But they did what they wanted to do. So, it was just, for us, she wasn't like that with us. But, just to go. What were we? What did we even
talking
get
about
into
the
this?
Sierra
I just
thing.
forgot
What it was coming from was
That's
why I explained the
I
conundrum.
was saying that the reason why I was saying why I think that Ciara shouldn't have worn what she wore to that event.
Oh yeah, because
you know what I'm saying. That and it's not just one of those things. It's like all of those things together. Like you married, you got kids. Like and me and my girl, we ain't married. We ain't got no kids. And we having fun. Hey, we finna go out. We go dress up. We go wear some shit that's gonna be a little provocative. You know what I'm saying? But it's like once you start to add that family structure to the equation, like, and it just depends on how you want your family to be represented. You know what I'm saying? Like, person like me
wearing that to go out to the red carpet, I'm 110% with you.
Yeah.
I showed up. That's like saying
11:45 though.
That's like saying we go to a costume party and you don't show up in a costume, or you judge people who show up in costumes because in your mind, hey, it's still a party. Essentially, right? We can just come as we want, but it's a costume party. So if I'm dressed up, you can't judge me for
but I'm not gonna judge you. No, I'm not.
Of what it is.
But in a costume, because your wife wear a more revealing costume. Though.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's not.
Is she too much of a slutty nurse? That's the question.
But it's like, why does it matter? It shouldn't matter. Like,
I mean, it don't matter to me.
She there with her husband.
Yeah, it don't matter to me. I don't give a
She probably like, I don't give a fuck with nobody.
I don't care what she wear.
I wouldn't care.
I don't care.
I was asking him though.
I wouldn't let my wife.
If the slutty nurse was too slutty, how you handling it?
If the slutty nurse was too slutty,
it's too much cleavage.
People, I go to Halloween.
That 34 bus is busting out the seams.
It is levels of respect to this. Like, if I'm gonna date you, you're gonna look good regardless. Like, I don't mind what you're wearing, but at what point do it get disrespectful?
So you don't think what Ciara had on was disrespectful to her
because
husband?
he's standing there right there.
Right, but we don't know the discussion.
But I'm saying we done been disrespected and then still walked out the house with Shorty. Like I don't see why you trying to act like that. Let me case. Shorty has disrespected you and you walked out the house with her.
Hold on, wait.
Saying that, it says when you say disrespectful, it says that because she has on this outfit, she's going to go out here and be slutting off.
No, that's
or she's going to go out just because it doesn't matter what outfit she put on, she's going to turn her head regardless. You see what I'm saying?
That's
so just because she got this outfit on, now we're saying that what makes any situation different?
So first, what I'm gonna say is he was there with her, right? But like Rhetoric said, we don't know. Like she done disrespected him before he done came out the house with her. I'm pretty sure.
I'm saying an example. There's examples where men have been disrespected. This is what I'm saying.
We know from his first wife that he's dealt with disrespect from his wife. Let's just say that we know that from his first wife. Whether it's been with Ciara, we can't say for sure. But if he did have an issue with her, wearing that dress, he could have still gone out with her and been right there with her on the cart, at the show, having a good time, whatever. That don't mean that he like, I really wish my wife didn't wear this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's one thing. Two, I think just from, I don't know Russell Wilson, but just from what I see about him and things that I don't think he would even try to make her change. You know what I'm saying? He see like
confrontation.
He see like a real non-confrontational, passive guy.
But that's not. I think that to me, and then that becomes another problem because to me, if I'm telling you something that makes me feel uncomfortable as your husband,
but I don't think he would even have said anything.
But I'm saying, and it's confrontational, then that's a problem.
That could be a problem. It is. I agree.
Because
but I think Russell the type of person who won't say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Go with the
and
flow.
if you look at the pictures of them,
I don't know,
his
man.
face don't even look.
I think people made Russell out to be a simp.
Right.
But I mean,
which I don't know.
I mean, Russell
because there's a compromise. Anytime you're dealing with somebody,
right?
What if you?
It's a way you deal with women. You see what I'm saying?
There's a compromise.
You're on the outside
the
looking
correct
in.
way.
Hold on, what y'all say?
I said we on the outside looking in.
Oh,
I said because people have,
know.
like he said, made him out to be a simp, like a punk. I said, what if you really not even no punk?
Right,
we don't
nowhere
know.
near
We don't know. You know
but
what I'm
we're
saying?
on the outside looking in.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't
So
know.
what if it's the opposite of the way around? This is like some Gucci man shit where like he be having her dressed like that. Like y'all remember when Shawty said that Gucci be buying? Y'all don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, Gucci. Gucci girl. What's her name?
Keisha.
Yeah. She said that Gucci is the one who put her in all them crazy ass clothes that she be wearing. Like he wants her to drive. Yeah,
but that's somebody who's confident that it doesn't.
I wanted to ask them what was it the other way around. Would y'all be cool with a guy?
If your husband telling you like, yeah, wear this with your ass out, you really don't.
He wants you to wear the assless chaps.
How would you feel?
Like
say for example, your husband telling you
he want the pasties
wear
on.
the same dress Ciara wore, and like you don't necessarily even want to wear it, but he like, yeah, wear this, let's go out, like type shit. Would you be okay with that?
If I'm not comfortable with wearing that, I'm not wearing it.
You're not wearing it. Even if your husband like, I really want you to wear this, babe. I think it look bomb on you. You like
he want to be the life of. He want everybody to see his girl.
As his wife, then he'll understand that I don't feel comfortable, so he'll be okay with that.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
So we just all speculating here. Like we don't know
having a good time with it.
Conversation they had. We don't know if it was an issue for him. If it was, if it wasn't. If he wanted her to wear it. If she didn't want to wear it. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We just all talking. But I'm just speaking for me. I wouldn't want my wife. It depends. Like if we married, we don't got no kids. Yeah, I might say, yeah, let's fuck around. You know what I'm saying? We that's the image we give it off. We young, we sexy, we partying, we doing our thing. If if we got kids and daughters and shit, like our son, it don't even matter. If we got kids, that's when I kind of feel like, okay, now we kind of got to be more conservative because. Like shit like this, these people are famous, they gonna be on the internet, Even if you're a regular person now and you wear some crazy shit, you could be on the internet. We see shit, motherfuckers go to spring break, they be eating ass, now you on the internet. You go to the club, you doing some shit, now you on the internet. So that's what I'm saying. Anything you fucking do, you on the internet. Whether you a regular person, you on the internet, bro. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, you gotta know that whatever the fuck you doing in public, this shit is going to be photographed, it's going to be kept, it's going to be out there. So, and that's why I'm just saying, like, for me, if we got kids, I'm going to probably be like, okay, baby, we need to dress a little more conservatively. Like, yeah, I know this is this type of party.
Even though it was a theme?
I'm saying I know it's this type of party. Yeah, we can find something that's...
At one point.
They are. And I just speak for me, like, I wouldn't want to see no pictures of my mama with her ass out, even as a grown man.
The ass wasn't really out.
The ass was
out. You ever been to a beach?
Ass was out.
But them cheeks was chicken, man.
She had a thong.
Ass
she
was
had
out.
on a skimpy bikini.
The cheeks was out, man.
Yeah, that's true.
She had on a skimpy bikini with a pool cover that was cool. You ain't like you seen her nipples.
I'm saying this ain't.
Man, she had the pasties on.
Yeah, she did.
It don't matter.
I'm just saying. I'm just adding context. So no, this is what we need to kind of get to because every guy's fears this is what's going to happen. Is what happened with Megan Good and her husband. So do y'all remember
what really happened with them? Though?
So we got to kind of break this down. So I've had a theory about this in my own. From what I've studied and gone through. I'm a big buff on pop culture, so I'm really into all that kind of shit. So if y'all don't know anything about Megan Good, early on in her acting career, she was known as very difficult to deal with. She was very high maintenance because she was young, but also really popular. Like y'all remember, she was on Cousin Skeeter, Friday. Like she had really
on this movie Eve's Bayou.
Yeah,
last movie. She was a little kid.
She was projected to be like superstardom. Like she should have been a Natalie Berry if you being honest, like the way that she was being pushed. But they said that she was too difficult to work with. So then she ends up marrying the pastor guy. Mm-hmm. So my theory has always been she did that as a elaborate plan to soften up her image as a rebrand. Because if you remember, she didn't really do much. She may have had a couple little parts here and there. You may have seen her in little different things, but she didn't have nothing consistent. She wasn't being part of a lot of movie studios or anything like that. A lot of big movies coming out. A lot of brown women, especially now, have been being pushed. And Megan Good just kind of got that show Harlem not too long ago. So this is what I believe, because they spoke on this. They said they was gonna wait to have kids. They never had any kids. Mm-hmm. She was plotting on bro. She was waiting to get her image going up, get the pastor wife thing. He was defending her. Like what we was all saying Russell should be doing in regards to if he cool with everything. He was saying, hey, I don't care if I'm a pastor. She can dress the way she want. She cool with the woo. And then now, comes to the time she's about to have, they agreed it's time to have kids. Harlem happens. So I don't know if y'all seen Harlem on Amazon. Mm-hmm. Really good show.
Yeah, I like it.
I knew everything was over when she started eating ass on episode 2. So you know what episode I'm talking about. You remember what episode 2? Her ass was in front of a nigga face. Making good.
I never saw that.
So this is a show called Harlem that's on Amazon. It's on season 2 now. I gotta actually start it. So on season 2, I knew her relationship was over when they did a scene and her face was in a nigga ass. They did a whole scene.
Still married then?
Still married.
Oh. I mean, but it's
a rubber
acting.
ball right there.
It's a rubber ball.
No rubber ball right there. That nigga was fart range. Like that nigga was right there. Like I'm not lying to you. So that nigga was right there. So my thing is this: that she used bruh, and this is what I think every guy's fear. She used him to soften up her image. So my main thing with Megan Good is that she used bruh. Like I said, she was going through a lot of different shit in reference to not being cast, and she used bruh when he wanted to have a baby with her. Like she used him and said no, like we're not having a kid no more. I'm eating ass on Harlem, and then left him. They just got divorced like 2 years ago. Like during the pandemic or whatever. And she dead them because she got a season 2 of Harlem. I remember I said that shit. No, I said that shit. As soon as that divorce came out, I said, prepare for season 2 of Harlem. Because that's exactly what happened.
Is that the timeline?
Yes. Yeah, she left him or did they have a mutual?
She said he wanted to be a father. He was ready to have kids, and her career just took a turn upward. They've been together 9-10 years.
Older than us.
Yeah, I know it.
Bro, Megan was a chick. We was
back end of her career.
Yeah, Megan.
That's when I saw she had got off the scene a little bit.
She about to
almost 40.
40. Oh yeah, 35. Yeah,
so you saying that show started to pick up and she started to get.
I'm saying her career literally started picking up 2 or 3 years ago. Harlem just came out like 2 or 3 years ago. So her career just started getting picked up.
Back end of her career.
Yeah, because like I said, we all see that there's a lot of black women who are starting to get more shine in TV now. You got Viola Davis. You see, what's her name? Kerry Washington killing it everywhere.
Good is 41.
So yeah, that makes sense though. But she wasn't getting the profile those other ladies were until now.
Yeah,
like she's starting to get more.
Now that her career jumping off, she's like hell.
The internet taking off while she was gone for a minute. Like she was basically, and her husband again defending her the whole time. Like I said, I just think it was fucked up.
What's his name?
To use your husband like that, and that's what my saying. This is my theory.
So you think she used her? Russell?
I think Ciara might be a little too old for this play. This a young girl play.
She younger than Megan Good.
But I mean
Ciara younger than Megan Good, and she already got kids. So now she could be like, shit, I already got kids.
That's what I'm saying. To me, that's where the play was. Whereas like we had a discussion because he said this, or her husband said, we're gonna wait to have kids, but we are gonna have kids. And when it was time for that front frame to have children, it was time for her to hold her end of the bargain up. She flaked on it because her career popped off. Like, again, this is all my theory.
This is what I'm saying, though. You bringing all this up to say Ciara may be doing the same thing to Russ.
No, I'm bringing this up to say this is what men fear in that insecurity, what Kiwan was referencing.
Okay.
This is the insecurity that men feel where this is what will happen to them. Where I take you, I bring you in, I make you a part of my life. You're able to grow from that.
I don't feel
No, I'm saying, but that's where the insecurity.
She always been an actor, dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what the fuck?
But
anybody got a profile boost.
It's her
Relationship.
It was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't know who the fuck he was.
But she had to heal her relationship though. She had to heal her relationship with the media in the industry, and that's what I'm saying is because, like I said, if you can go back and look,
she used his innocent image to do so.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, I can do that.
Because, like I said, she was looked at as top diva for all of the 2000s.
That's why she didn't get much work.
After that, if you look at from 2010, from when we graduated,
So you think she used this nigga?
For sure. For sure. Could y'all? This is why I want to bring the ladies in too.
Devon Franklin is the nigga name.
Yes.
You think she used Devon Franklin?
Yes, I think she played a long game
to get more stuff
to soften her image up with the media, with people, the directors and things of that nature. And once you know you're gonna play ball this time, you good.
I mean, she's 41.
Because all you need is a chance. She still look like she's 20.
She still look good.
I don't know if that was the plan, but if that was the plan, that was a good plan.
I feel like that was the plan. Like I said, I don't hold nothing past y'all. Y'all are cunning.
If that was the plan,
y'all are cunning. Y'all will let a slow burn. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Don't try to act like I'm insane. Y'all will let that motherfucker burn the wick to the ground. And when y'all ready to jump off of it,
The long game.
don't act like it ain't.
Yeah.
So
she got out with no kids. Come on, you gotta believe. We gotta give a hand clap for that. Like, come on, she didn't get out with no baggage from the nigga or nothing.
I think kind of what you said.
I did, but
I mean,
she didn't tell him that.
I think she do want kids.
She didn't tell him that. That'd have been nice for him to know. 5 years in.
Shit, she's 41 now.
These motherfuckers went 9 years. Oh, I don't want kids no more.
She ain't having.
That's like being with.
No kids at 41.
So this is why I gotta ask y'all.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. Like that.
Now I'm old.
Kid turned 10.
She wasn't 40 when they broke up though. Because you just said she's 41 now, right?
Yeah, there was.
So she wasn't 40. She was probably like 38, 39.
But 38 is still
a reasonable.
Have your first child. It's different if you already got kids, but like your first child at 38.
We talking about celebrity though. We talking about someone who get the top tier medical care. I could see.
No, I'm not even talking about just medical care. I'm just talking about you having this baby is now.
Yeah, but
you got 18
celebrities
years.
usually wait.
You know what I'm saying?
The older you get, the more difficult it is.
Oh, for sure.
For
She
women.
probably don't.
Didn't Gabby take a baby to term?
No, I think they did.
They did.
surrogate.
Yeah.
Gabby can't have.
She had a lot of miscarriages.
We're not
It is
talking
a lot
about.
of
That's
famous
what-
people
oh,
that
that-
have
what's her
surgery.
name?
Naomi
wanna
Campbell.
talk about
That's who
her.
it was.
Yeah.
She took the baby to term.
Yeah, I don't
She was
fuck
like
with them. They ain't getting no rep.
44.
you say?
I can't
Naomi
talk
Campbell.
about them.
Oh,
She took a baby to term.
Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, she
How
took a
old was
baby.
Janet Jackson?
How old is the brat?
Janet did
The
too.
brat-
Janet took a
the
baby
brat-
to term
38.
very late in life too.
50 years old finna have a
Had
baby.
a surrogate too?
No, she took a baby to term.
The brat is 50 years old finna have a baby.
Her
That's
first baby.
nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Like,
is crazy.
but when you have the money,
She want a baby
it's
bad.
different with the brat though, because the brat
I wish
wasn't
I
taking
have
no
a pregnant
dick.
dyke on the show so bad.
that's not how it works, bro. You asshole. That's not how that works.
You the brat baby daddy. Really? Why you
For
bullshit?
real?
You the brat baby daddy. You the.
I don't know. She might have went to my bank. She might have went to my bank. She might have went to my bank.
maybe.
She about to went to your bank.
I got I ain't gonna know that. I stopped for clothes.
With dreads and the glasses. I know so.
They start looking at the specifications though. I don't think you need to require.
Yes, I do. I ain't your goofy ass. I do.
Y'all sick.
Yes, I do. I'm tall enough. I'm college educated, and
There's no picture.
there's a picture. I'm light skinned, nigga. That makes me a prime candidate.
I'm light skinned.
That does.
That's
Y'all
some shit that a
stupid.
light skinned nigga was.
No, that's what the studies will say. Look at the study.
Whenever somebody come in there and say they want their baby to look like J. Cole.
There you go.
Goddamn give.
You be giving out sperm?
Nah, I'm just talking
Okay,
shit.
okay.
I did it once before, but I only went one time. I never went back.
Cap.
Swear to God.
Ooh, he said cap.
I would have went back, nigga. They was giving a stack out. They was for the month.
They was giving a
Stack for the month.
Where?
Hey, when I was back in Texas.
Oh, I'm about to say, nigga.
They give you a stack for it.
I'm finna go tonight.
They was giving, oh yeah, dude. If you can't,
Nigga, I got some.
no, y'all don't know. Bro,
I got some.
You trying to tell me I could
Jack for a stack. Oh no, but it's not a stack one time, but you just come 2 times a week.
2 times a week? I
You
can jack for a
1,000?
stack.
You'll
So
sum up $1,000.
magazine and
Well, I'd
the
be a motherfucking
TV.
jack in the box.
Nigga, bro, you ain't heard?
What?
Nigga, I was about to be Jack Town. I was gonna be Mr. Jack Sanders. You feel me?
Nigga, I'm Tito Jackson.
What you mean? Y'all can
So you had the magazine and the video and all that. The lube.
okay, so
I don't need nothing.
I can talk about my experience when we went.
$1,000.
What was it like?
So I went
You
in.
show me the check, nigga. Show me the check and give me the cup, nigga. We good. Check for a stack.
So y'all want to hear about when I went to go do it?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so
I don't want to hear.
Sure, why not?
so I'm not telling you about the actual process.
Right. What kind of flip was on? I did.
Detail.
So I went in. I was in Texas or whatever.
You
So
told the nurse to come in there.
I'm actually a doc- no, I'm not you. That was your request.
He said push my button.
Hey, I need a stack. Push my button.
So Quan is painfully confused right now.
What is going on?
They're
What?
fools. They don't understand anatomy. You just know that.
This nigga said push my button. That's fucking nuts.
No, y'all sick.
So they
That's
sit you.
sick as fuck.
So they got a little lobby or whatever, and it's a little normal little lobby or whatever like that. It was only me and this other Mexican dude. So he went in, did his thing. Then they called me up, and essentially they give you a little room. It's just you, probably about a little bit bigger than this. A TV that's probably about maybe like 20, 30-inch TV, not nothing big.
Porn flick?
Yeah, they got flicks on the screen. Like they got 3 little. They put 3 little joints down on there. Yeah.
Categories?
Yeah. Then it's all white women though, and I'm like,
It would
like,
be.
boo.
That nigga said he like boo.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there. I tried the first one out. I'm like, nah, this ain't the white woman for me. She ain't
fucking movie theater.
She's not giving Becky enough for me. You know what I'm saying? So I tried another one. They literally have no black women. They give you like a whole stack. There's no black women. I feel honestly, I don't even feel like I want to do business with them anymore. Racism. You're right. I don't even want to do business with them anymore. So I end up having to resort to personal measures.
Nigga had to pull out his phone.
They pull out my phone. Don't. We're not listening. Do we not listen to a nigga without a mic? That's just how that fucking go.
Was that shade? Oh, okay.
We not keep the headphones on. We ain't listen to a nigga without a mic.
I hear you, sir.
This nigga said gay.
I don't like white women. Where's the man on man?
Well, no, they had a dub room, but I didn't go in there, so I wasn't trying to do that.
Y'all are sick. You guys are sick.
See,
Nigga in there. Where's BBC? Can I get some assistance? I don't see any cocks.
Play too much.
This nigga. Boy, this shit got my stomach right there.
This nigga is stupid as fuck.
Damn.
But no, I bet she was able to figure, use my phone. But like I said, then you come back 2 times a week.
No, for $1,000.
Is it a certain amount or it don't matter?
What you mean?
Like,
amount.
Where you put in the
You gotta get what you got.
You gotta get what you got.
You can't disturb yourself the day before. But you gotta give them a whole. You can't give them no blank check. You gotta give them the whole bag now. You gotta give them 24 hours worth.
Give them something to work with.
But y'all get way more if y'all give y'all eggs. Y'all get like 20 racks.
The $1,000.
$10.
$1,000.
The brick went down. The brick went down.
If you telling me I could get $1,000
they make
to
money
donate
in a
my
surrogate,
sperm,
like
I'm
80,000.
Like, no. Y'all need to give me at least 50.
Yeah.
A stack for Jack, and I'm in there. I'm gonna be at that bitch like Fred be at the plasma place.
Now, like I said, bro,
that bitch so early. Goddamn, I'm here.
Before I be there. Like, good morning, Fred. He's like, hey,
when you got a renewable resource, you give it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come back to you. But I'm gonna be honest with you, you might not follow. There's a height requirement, my brother.
I don't give a damn, but my soldiers marching.
You can't just give $1,000 jacks.
I'm saying my soldiers marching.
They cool if it's marching. If they ain't reaching,
shots at you.
He trying to throw shots.
I'm just keeping it a beam.
Don't nobody want their kids to come out.
What you mean?
They gonna come with me.
What you mean? They called me. They sent me an email asking me, can you please come back?
Not an email.
They did. They sent me an email said, sir, we had a lot of requests for your work.
Because that male nurse,
college degree, you
over 6 feet. They want that work. That's top tier work.
You're looking at in there. That's all it was.
That's prime real estate.
On the trying to come help you out. Male nurse was like, oh, you need that push, don't you?
Hold on, don't do that.
Yeah, you heard what he said. You heard what he said.
We'll get the ruler out. I'm definitely 6 feet.
6 feet even?
I'm saying the ruler. I was like, damn, don't they measure your dick?
It's a requirement. It's a length requirement.
Get the ruler out.
A dick requirement is insane.
Hey, you gotta have. They want.
You gotta have this much width.
You gotta fit it, bro. You gotta fit the description.
Fred, we want another shot.
Want another shot? Maybe they want to get another shot.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know that they was offering that
much. The
much.
conversation got so much more interesting after the shots were distributed.
No, I didn't know that there was that much compensation for sperm donation.
Oh, for sure.
But it's tough for me, man, because I be wanting to be at my kids' lives, so I don't know, man. I might have to.
Like I said, we have to understand.
Like, hold on.
You putting the motherfuckers in that.
You signed the paperwork. There's paperwork for it. Hold on. They haven't spoken for a while. Hold on. The ladies haven't spoken for a while. Do y'all feel like there is some type of?
Back in the day, now, hold on. Back in the day, nigga, you grab whatever you grab.
No, nigga, I'm putting this shit out in the open.
So you just on the floor.
I gotta use it. I ain't have a lot of socks. So I can't just
that nigga be barefoot. You do walk around barefoot. That nigga don't never wear socks.
No, see, like, bro,
that's why you had no socks. You had to use them all the wrong place, man. You gotta put them on your feet, not on your meat, dog. Put the socks on your feet.
No, I was gonna ask them. So, do y'all think? Because have you ever heard stories of people, of guys who donated and they was trying to come back from the women who had the kids? Do y'all think there is a?
Don't know people who donate. That's only weirdos.
No, there's stories. There's a lot of stories out there of people who have done
weirdos.
Hey, bro, there's a whole page on Facebook where you can actually sling the semen.
And that does not take away from no motherfuckers being weirdos.
Why they gotta be weird though? Why they gotta be that?
You a motherfucking weirdo.
I'm listening. Tell me.
Why?
Motherfuckers who going to donate sperm is a weirdo.
Why?
They're trying to get some money.
$1,000, I would consider. But like I said, I would want to be in my kids' lives.
Kids will mess with your kids.
No, I would want to. I would want to be
in
my kids' lives.
That's how some of us don't give a fuck about our kids.
That's a little. Y'all would want to know.
Some people really don't give a shit about.
No, I would have to.
That's not your kid, but that's not your kid if you donated it, bro.
That's not.
No, it's not. That's your essence. That's your essence.
I got a question.
That's
your DNA. That's all it is. After that,
would y'all get like a sperm donation? Let's just say y'all was like single, y'all didn't see no man that y'all really wanted to be with, have kids with. Would y'all be like, man, I want a kid? Fuck it,
only if I couldn't have my own kids and I really wanted to.
Yeah,
because I know I can get a nigga to knock me up if I wanted to. I know I can.
If you did go to the bank and you got you did go to the bank and you got a sperm donor, would you want him to like be involved in the child?
No, because that's a stranger.
If he asked though, if he was
weird.
Like,
well, that is a stranger.
It would be weird.
Like to me, like even when they do like, cause I actually seen on a Facebook group where they have people who they do that without the companies. So they'll sit there, you'll send them your profile, you'll tell them your age and all that stuff, and you'll have a mutual conversation where like Shawty will come up to you and be like, hey, I like your aesthetic. I want to try to get that DNA from you. You know, we can send it through a certain. Like they have a whole practice where they'll send it in there. They have a whole little kit that they'll send you where you send it off to people and stuff like that. But the conundrum is you're still responsible for that if you don't go through the proper channels. You know what I'm saying? The government looks at that as you had intercourse and made this child. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you have to be safe with that.
Oh,
like,
wow.
You like there's
a whole industry for this. Like a lot of people don't know. That's
a stranger on.
It's a stranger?
Yes.
But I'm saying though, you still like shit, that's your baby daddy.
No, they can't.
I just want the nut. That's it.
Okay, so let's talk about
your baby daddy.
I'm glad we got
your kid life. He like, man, you know.
No, hell no. That shit weird as fuck. No, nigga, you can't go donate some shit and then try to come back and looking for my kid.
Looking for your kid, right?
If it was that serious, you would have found a woman to have this baby with.
I did though, but damn, I don't want my son or my daughter to be out here not knowing their real daddy. Like,
I don't know you.
Donation. When I donate clothes, I ain't going back to look at the motherfuckers who wear them.
That's real.
So why am I going back?
These clothes ain't mine. I bought these clothes.
That kid ain't yours.
No.
That kid ain't yours.
That kid is mine. That's my kid.
She bought that kid.
Yes.
That would be my problem with donating sperm though,
you.
because I don't think I could.
So let me.
I wouldn't feel good knowing I got kids out here who my kids and they wouldn't be able to contact me or. You know,
but that's different because it wasn't like you was like with the girl and she just.
It was like y'all had
donated.
That's different.
Even if I donated, like I still want to. Like if I had a friend, let's just say like I got a homegirl who can't have kids, and she like, man, I want you to donate sperm or some shit. Like I would still want to be in that.
So
like,
what if bro?
Yeah, but you know her though.
What if bro wanted to find you though?
Even if I didn't know,
even if you didn't know her.
What if bro wanted to find her the husband?
What if I donate sperm, right? You got my kid, and then the kid like I want to know who my daddy is. Would you be mad if they try to find their dad?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
But you wouldn't try to do it for them.
That's weird.
You just came here to do a job and
that's
go on
it.
your way.
You got your band for it? Go.
Here's your job and now.
No, hold on. Well, it ain't a band for the stroke now. It's a difference.
That's a problem in itself, right?
Because you should want your kid to have a dad.
No, that's weird.
So to me, are we under the assumption that most women who go to sperm donors are with men? Are single?
Yeah.
Because
okay.
Well, no, they're probably
they can't have
kids. Can't have kids.
That's the assumption.
Man might have like
dad. You see what I'm saying?
So you growing up with a man.
The better question to me would be, if you know you couldn't have kids, right?
Y'all
And
ready
you went to the y'all as a family. Me and my wife, we went and got to a sperm donor.
Right.
Do you say, hey, I want this kid to know their family? Or no, do you tell this kid, hey, you are technically adopted?
I would tell them after a certain time.
Yeah, you gotta let them know they're adopted.
Because I don't want a lot of my kids.
Would you tell your kid?
Yeah, you do.
You gotta be honest with him.
If she carries the kid,
but if it's not mine, I'm gonna let him know, like, you know, you know, you're
my kid.
Yeah, as a father, yeah, like you my son, but
hey, I couldn't have kids,
so we had to get a donor
because it could be hereditary.
Right, and yeah, you might have hereditary underlying issues, shit like that.
I
you need to know.
If the woman already had a man in her life, and like I said, she couldn't have kids, and then they decided to do the donor thing, I don't feel like it's any reason to tell my child like, oh,
I think
you know, you can
No,
eat
but
your,
I'm saying, like, think about it as
your other side of the family. Like, no.
Think about it like as the child, though. Right. Think about it as a child.
If I was that child, I would not care. Because I know the man that's been there for me, and I know that the other man had a job to do. He came to give his sperm. He got paid, and he did.
I don't know, man. I would
that
want to
it
know.
is what it is.
I would want
I
to
can
know.
But that's me, though.
I can feel you, though.
I mean,
I feel you, though. But I feel like my child will grow up like pissed off when they get 22 and be like, damn, why the fuck I don't look like my fucking dad, or why the fuck I got this going on in my family.
Then when they start to question, that's when you can be honest
but see,
and
I
tell
would tell
them.
them off rip, so you already know. Like,
it's congenital diseases and stuff like that, and hereditary diseases. That's why I would tell the child.
Well, you like
so they would know
10, 12
because there's disease that you don't that can come out of nowhere from family.
I'm your dad,
but that's why you do your
biologically.
research.
Well, I mean, even then, like you can. That can happen still. Like, even though that person, like I said, doesn't know, or that person can have a history of it long down the line, they give you try as much detail as they can when they do give you that person. So I can understand where it's like organs and stuff like that. You may
like
need.
You should know, like.
So you feel like your child, you would tell your child. You feel
I
like
would
your
let
child
them
should
know. I would definitely let them know.
My child.
I'm very big on you gotta be open with it.
Yeah, as soon as you old enough to really understand, like you 7, 8, 9, I'm gonna start explaining to you like.
Hey, let me know, hey, bro, hey, champ.
Not at that age. No,
I got an 8, 9-year-old. This nigga's pretty smart. You don't understand what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? My son don't like
these kids nowadays real smart.
But still, I think that that's a junior, senior year of high school.
Whoa, that nigga about to be a man.
Yeah, that's too late.
I feel like they'll understand more when they're at that age.
I can say 14 when you start in high school.
I feel like the younger
I think that it would.
I say middle school.
You telling them at that, and it could be a pros and cons, right? Because this could be a con to some people and a pro. But I think that you telling them at that age that you're talking about, or you talking about,
like middle school,
like 10, 9,
10, maybe they wouldn't have the urge to seek to find out who's their real father. Versus as me telling them
adult. Now they gonna be like, damn,
okay, I want to see who.
At 9, 10, you just kind of like, okay, you not my, but you my daddy though.
Right,
you here,
you've been here since day one.
All right, cool, I understand. I got a real biological dad out there.
At the age where they realize like, damn.
Now they might want to go looking.
Yeah, I just say puberty is the best time to do it because that's when the body's gonna start changing and that's when shit gets distinct. That's when you know what I'm saying. If your daddy wouldn't have had broad shoulders, the nigga that raised you had broad shoulders, and now you over here towering over this nigga. Like, it's gonna be some questions. Like, bro, like ain't nobody big in your family. Like, why am I huge? Mm-hmm. Like, why am I bigger than you at 12?
No, I mean I feel like it's definitely genetic.
That shit needs questions.
Genetic and hereditary things that's gonna need to be addressed.
Tell them.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I think it should just be understand, like, cause like I grew up around a lot of different foster kids and stuff my parents used to take in, and like that's just, to me, the conversation is just important to have, especially when you've been in the system since birth. Like, that shit is way different than somebody who, a situation that maybe misunderstood happens. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very important that you definitely express that with them. Because that shit's life changing, bro.
That would be my issue.
That shit will destroy you, bro. Like,
if I donate sperm, I'm definitely gonna want to be like, not even necessarily like I want to
donate. Then
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I can't donate because it's not like I'm gonna want to pick you up from daycare and shit.
Right.
But I'ma still want you to. I want to. No, not even like what you want to do, but like I just want you to be able to reach out to me. Like, if you, I want you to.
That's just doing too much. That's like stalker vibes.
I'm not saying I want you to be like, oh, call me, I'm your daddy, but I want you to know like this is my dad. He over here.
See,
like,
that's not.
He reaches out to you. That's a big difference. Like, you get a random call one day, and it's like, hey, you know, my parents was married. My parents let me know they went to a sperm bank. So I've been doing the little ancestry research shit, and I found out whatever it is. I could be wrong.
You heard what he said.
Whatever, you know. The tequila is getting me.
I feel like that type of stuff is not for emotional people.
But yeah,
because you know you have a job to do, so it's like you can't be trying to.
We're just trying to get your money and go.
That's kind of psychopath behavior.
Just money and go.
That's weird.
I'm not saying that.
That is weird.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna be like, oh, I donated sperm. Let me find everybody who.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Not
if the
nothing
kid
like that. But what I'm saying
I swear, it's so much more understandable. Hey, yeah, I found out that you was my father. Hey, I just want. Can we do lunch? You do
Yeah, we can always do that.
But hit up Shorty being like, hey, yo, I know you bought my nut.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Like,
what I'm saying is...
So, can I see him?
No, what I'm saying is I would want it to just be an open, like, hey, this is my number. I wouldn't even talk to the kid. I'd talk to the mom, like, hey, this is my number. You got my sperm. If anything, if you got any questions, if there's any shit going on, whatever, here, contact me. Like,
that's HIPAA. That's HIPAA.
There's some you did violate my rights. I'm a worker.
If she has a man, I'm pretty sure
that they can let
if she
you
has
know
a man,
who bought the shit. Anyway.
I was gonna ask that. Like, when you donate sperm, do they like tell you like your sperm was?
I agree.
A lady and she got pregnant.
No, they don't tell you. They take yours and you done.
Yeah. When I donate money, when I donate money to a cause, they don't tell me where the money goes.
Gotcha.
It just goes.
I'm just donating. I'm making that choice.
Not for men. You don't get that for men.
I think it should be an option.
I think maybe
it should be an option. Like
that is weird.
I feel what you're saying.
If you donate sperm, it should be like the child when they turn a certain age.
If they want to know,
only if they want to know. That and it should be an option where it's like
the child
maybe if the child didn't grow up.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that.
And know who I am.
I agree with that. I think it should.
I'm real, bro. I'm with Doug, bro. Don't hit my
line. We wouldn't think you would pick anything.
I don't.
Don't hit my line, no.
I don't think there's anything wrong with what she said about having a picture, but that goes back to what I said, that the emotional people should not do stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like if you got a man, you married, like no, he like, this is my kid.
I think
yeah.
What going along with what Ferris said, I do think that there should be like a clause where the man could say like, hey,
the child.
No, like both. Like I think it should be
that's
the
like
man,
adoption stuff.
But when the man go donate his
sperm, ain't even adoption. That's the crazy part.
Like when the man go donate his sperm, there should be a box. He could check the box and say, I want my information to be shared, and the mother could check the same box. Like, yeah, I want the information, or no, I don't. And that way it's an open.
I don't think that you're that entitled to your specimen, bro. Like after you give it up, bro, we know that's rap.
I mean, that makes
like
sense.
You're not that entitled to your specimen, bro.
But even with when people adopt, it's like, in some of the the clauses or whatever, they tell them like, okay, they don't want their child to even know, like they can't reach out.
They have closed adoption.
Some people.
Yeah, so it's like you just giving them some sperm. You think like, about whatever.
It, like,
somebody gave up a whole kid.
Like
right, that's my point. That's what I'm saying.
Like those kids, they feel terrible about it. That's why they like, yo.
No, sometimes they understand they did the right thing.
No, they like, don't let this motherfucker be able to contact me. Like, I don't want my child coming back to be 30 years later asking me, why didn't you want me? Why didn't you want to raise me? Why did you give me away? Why did you feel?
That's impressive.
All right, so let me ask y'all a quick question because we talked about this on the last pod regarding the Ice Spice and Northwest situation. And so the bigger conversation we had was, and it kind of ties into what we were just talking about. Y'all feel like as women, y'all are more entitled to the children than the man? Just off of pork, like not marriage, we're not bringing nothing that in.
Topic, though? I
remember we talked about Ice Spice, but what we got to was what my resort was as a woman. You have more agency with the child than the man. The child is yours essentially. Is what I came to the thing was that more than it is the man, way more. So how do y'all feel about that? Cause like so we were talking about with North and Ice Spice. Kim has agency in regards to that situation.
Time out. Y'all don't have kids, right?
So it makes it even better conversation.
I have a niece.
Shanika does.
Shanika got kids. Yeah. Shanika, you got to answer this question first.
But we can have an opinion.
I mean, you can. I'm not saying.
I feel like your opinion is better.
I feel like.
Kiki.
All right, Gordon.
You think it's probably because like your situations?
And I just feel like.
Hold on, can you say it to the mic real quick? But no, so like I said, the main situation that we come into is the main thing that we're going to talk about is I want to ask the question, as you as the woman who've gone through the 9 months, do you feel as though that you're more entitled to the child is yours per se than anybody else? So I want you to go through an
obstacle course to get to the mic. God damn.
I honestly feel like yes.
Booby traps and shit.
Yes, because for one.
But you saying that could just be because of your circumstance,
I think it could be my circumstances for one, but for two, like with our society, men are able to just walk away and women they can't.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
But okay.
Hold on. Let me make this point. He had a good time. You almost died, right? Yeah. You literally almost. Thank you. That's what I just said.
Okay, hold on.
Seriously.
Wait. Before you walk away, now if you So you feel like that's just because men can walk away?
I feel like if you were married, maybe if
because
it
I
could
ain't
be a
married,
little bit different. But I just feel like it's just a difference. Or maybe I'm just an overbearing mother.
But see,
you went through labor. That's
I mean,
exactly what you sound like. Someone who went through labor.
So
let's get that pink. We already talked about it.
Go ahead.
We got done.
Ladies, yeah. What y'all think?
They're eating.
Okay,
Right.
No, so yeah, because I got a mouthful of charcuterie.
Yeah.
So
Charcuterie.
Y'all got eating the cooterie. All right, look. So this what I'm saying.
ASMR.
This what I'm saying. Like, so for me, like, I don't know. I don't know it. I look at my kids the same way. Like, this is my child. Like, whether I don't have to carry them for 9 months. Like, this is my son. This is my offspring. This is my seed. Like, anything that they need, I'm gonna make sure they get it. Anything like. So and I want the father. I want the mother to look at it the same way. You know what I'm saying? I want them
don't be giving a fuck.
Right. But even my son, mom, like she feel the same way as I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we not. It's the same thing. This my daughter. Like, I'm gonna give her whatever the fuck she need. Like I'm her father. Like this is my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like this is my. Like I have to take care of this child.
I think responsibility and who is considered owns the child, I think is a totally different thing. Because you can be responsible. If I give you my car, you responsible for my car. You don't own my car though.
Trying to treat the child like property.
No, I'm not trying to.
I understand because like without the men, like we wouldn't even be able to have children.
The child.
So I understand.
But you did carry the child for 9 months, and I do understand, you know, all of that. But it's like,
especially if I wasn't,
because we got to go through all the things.
Especially if I wasn't there.
I didn't go through that with you.
Right.
That's why I'm experiencing with this. If I didn't, I can't experience you holding it. Right. But I can experience everything else. Your pain, your things like that. Right. I can try to compensate.
No, you can't.
You gotta be up all night because you can't go to sleep because you got pain. I gotta be up with you.
Yeah, no, my nigga, you did a courtesy, my nigga. She went through it.
No, Fred, that's
why I'm saying, no, you did a courtesy, my nigga.
That's what a sperm.
Listen. You're saying no, it's not about no sperm donor. This is what actually happens, bro. No, it's not about no sperm donor. Look at it. It don't matter what. Even I'm coming to her knee. Cool. I can think that's my job. That doesn't entitle me to anything. Her feet are swollen, not mine.
All right, stop yelling. Listen, Quan.
What's up?
Kiki, question. So, say for example, your husband was there with you through the whole, or not even your husband, your boyfriend, he there with you through the whole pregnancy. Like, you get pregnant, y'all living together, he there every step of the way. Like, y'all had this baby. Are you gonna look at it like, oh no, this my baby? Or are you looking at it like this our baby?
That's our baby.
Because I feel like it's just a.
But when he don't act right, who baby it is?
It's still our baby.
When he don't act right,
that's important. That's important.
So there is no such thing.
It's like I can't stand you, but this still your child.
Right.
Just because we made the babies together.
They say that right. They say that right. They say that.
Hold on. Wait. One mic. One mic. Because at the end of the day. At the end of the day, though, if he's there through the whole pregnancy, you had a kid. Let's say y'all together until the baby is 1 year old, and then y'all break up. He's not going to just stop being a father because y'all broke up, right? You still gonna expect him to do the same things he's been doing, you know.
But is he gonna do it though?
I mean, but you will expect it. Whether he does it or not, you will expect it. Like, and you gotta hold him to that standard. Yeah. If motherfucker feel like he could get away with not doing shit, he will. That's just human nature. Like, everybody know that. Motherfucker feel like I don't have to do shit.
Yeah. And those decisions, two things for me. Those decisions from a woman is all on the woman. Niggas is we run this game. You know what I'm saying? And if you get sucked up, if you get lost in the sauce, you get lost in the sauce. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the game. That's the game.
Yeah, it is the game.
I shouldn't even be saying
you get pregnant by a shit nigga
that's on you.
You spitting the wrong line.
But you gotta. That's what I'm saying. You gotta know. You gotta know that though. You gotta know. And that go back to. And you know what?
In New York, ain't paying attention to which way the subway going.
But you know what? That go to. Bro, I'm glad you said that.
No, that's not.
No, because I remember.
No, because it could be a situation to where he could seem like he could be the best guy.
There are no situations.
Just flip.
But there are no situations.
I told you, decisions.
That's fucked up though. What if you already in deep and then it's just like, dang.
What she just said is when the second decision comes into play.
Yeah.
Because as a man, you got, once you decide to nut in a woman, that is the decision. If she gets pregnant, you took that risk.
You got to handle your
because
business.
from there on, everything that comes with it, you don't control.
You don't control.
When you decided to nut in her,
you got to roll with the
is
punches.
when they said
You talking about a man or moral though? Like we talking about the situation.
I'm talking about a man who grew up with a mama. A man who grew up with a family, a grandma, an auntie, a sister, a cousin,
any woman who got kids
in his life, a man that dates a woman. You see what I'm saying? When you make the decision
I agree.
to nut inside of a woman, after that, it's out of our control.
And you got to go with what it is. You got to go with the flow.
Because you took the risk. The same way as if I say I'm going to buy $100,000 worth of crypto. If it boom, I'm rich. If it bust,
you broke.
I'm broke.
That's it. That's on you. You took
It's
that
a
chance.
risk.
But I think we still saying the same thing in regards to what we're about. Yes, you are, because you say you had to go with what the woman said. So if the woman,
the way you're trying to kick it is, if that's your child. That's your
no, I didn't say that.
You're responsible.
I never. I clearly stated. I have no.
That's being a child's life. I don't have.
That's never what I said.
Y'all kicking it though.
No, I never kicked it.
Right. Now, if a man is active, you gonna feel like he just as responsible for the child as you.
But guess what? Guess what? It's her choice though.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yes, you did. Y'all just asked her because if she is no, it wasn't.
Hold on, wait. That's bullshit.
Let me explain. Let me just explain.
I
think
it's just. Say?
Are you like?
Say what you finna say.
Never
No,
mind.
she go.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
What I was saying is this.
Just what to say. Say what you was
Say.
gonna
Go ahead.
Why he busted laugh?
Because this nigga's clown. He's a clown. Because y'all just act like.
No, wait. One mic. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, do you feel like you probably feel that way just because of like society?
Yeah, the laws, the way it's set up.
I feel like you feel
I
like
was
that way.
thinking that because of laws
and because of biology.
Some laws, it's like mother has all the rights.
Right.
Like,
No, it's about the biology of the situation.
Which I'm not saying.
No, that is correct though.
That goes back to the option though.
No,
if you
got the
decide to
I was
nut
about
in
to
her,
say.
anything that comes after that decision is out of your control.
Okay.
Whether
Stop
it's
right there.
laws,
Hold on.
whether it's the
No, stop right there.
whether it's the
You said anything. Why is it? Why is that the case? Why is that the case though? Answer that question. Why?
Because without you making that decision, we wouldn't even.
Okay, but why?
Right.
But okay, cool.
You have control. You have control.
You have the most control.
Y'all still are going to the next step. Go just go one more step. Go one more step.
Stop
The
yelling.
leg weight.
Just let each other talk.
The leg weight of the women have on us is the carrying part.
Okay,
You see what I'm saying?
That's literally what I
it.
said.
That's it. But guess what, baby?
But after the baby is born,
after she made the decision,
it ain't just on her.
And no one said that. That's what y'all keep projecting when we have this conversation. I've never said it is only the woman's responsibility. I said the child belongs to the woman.
No,
that is different. Meaning, it belongs to the woman.
About legally?
No, I'm talking about just it makes sense. The motherfucker who almost died having it belongs to it. Now, if she says, "Hey, I want a father to be in this child's life," and she chooses you to be a father, and even if you try, those are all of her choices. At the end of the day, she chooses if she wants that to be her existence. Most women have sense, and they're going to choose that. But it's her choice at the end of the day, and everything that y'all have just explained. At the end of the day, came down to her choice.
And to me,
no, not me.
Two things.
I'm big on that was my choice.
Two things. That sounds like a bitter woman. And the second thing,
that doesn't matter. A bitter woman.
And the second thing,
she can be that. Like it's called agency.
And the second thing goes back to the choices.
You can't nut in there.
You can't nut in there.
If you feel like you want to live your child's life,
no one's saying that you can't.
A woman who you feel like is going to keep you out of your child's life, that may not be a woman who you want to. Like, may not. No, I'm speaking to his
example. She understood what she was saying.
He's talking about what he's saying. Like how
I'm speaking to what he's saying because
let her talk then. She understood.
No, I don't feel like it's about keeping them out of the child's life. I don't feel like.
No, I'm speaking off of his example because we know, like we both discussed, if you have a child by someone who is active, you're not going to keep them out of that child's life.
Right.
Now, whose choice was that?
That's the father's choice.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
She says, if you want to be active, that's your choice to be active. She has to let you be active.
No, she does not.
Yes, she does.
Doesn't have to let you be active.
Yes, she does.
I get what he's saying.
No, listen. What I'm saying is the woman doesn't have to let you be active. You have the choice as a father whether you want to be active in your child's life or not.
That's true.
You have a choice to want to be active. If you go to the house, knock on the door, and she says, "Nigga, kick rocks," she has every right to do that.
That's an example, right?
That's the.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a
no, it's not. No, it's not. It depends on what example it is.
We're not trying to get custody. I don't want to be legitimized.
And that. But again, that depends on the court.
I'm gonna win that every time.
You can think that. And again, no one's saying you don't have a right to fight that. Like, I think that's what y'all keep trying to understand. That at the end of the day, it's the woman's choice of making this a cool situation or making this a situation that we gonna have to work. Like, that's literally at the end of the day, and that's what I'm saying. And they have that right because they earned it.
But guess what? They earned it because you gave them a reason to make those kind of choices.
Here I go with the projection.
It's a woman's body and it's her choice. It's a woman's body and it's her choice. So I do feel like, and then if a situation goes to where you have to go to court, they're gonna side with the mother 9 times out of 10, and it's still gonna be like you're going to court to get rights to your child. It's not like she's going to court to get rights.
That's if you're not married, though.
Like, no, you're not married. But
you have a child.
But what is marriage, though? A civil union, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
and what is that? Civil union to the person who owns the child.
Let me ask you this: if a woman, even in a situation where you're not married, if a woman is in a situation like he's saying where a man is trying to be active, if a man don't give her a reason to make the decision to not to want to be active, then 9 times out of 10 she's not.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
She's
right?
going to let
like
this man
she's going to let this man be in her life. The nigga got to give her a reason. A nigga got to give her a reason for her to make those kind of choices.
But what she said? Say that please again.
But I do feel like that's still her choice. But
that's
but like you guys were saying, like a woman, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna allow you to do that. If that's what you're choosing to do.
Me being this child's father can supersede the choice by the mother whether I'm going to be involved or not. Because there are things that you do. I know this when you go to court. You go get legitimized as a father. Now you have legal rights to.
It depends on the state.
Only the rights that they give you.
No, you get the rights that you fight for. Mm-hmm. You have to fight for those rights. But at the same time,
she don't. You know why? Because it's hers.
How many of y'all have
but that's because
battles?
Oh no, I kinda have, but not all the way.
I've been in the courts.
This is what I'm saying. Right. This is what I'm saying. Everybody know this. If you talk to any of your grandparents, great grandparents, and you a man and you get a woman pregnant, they gonna tell you it's mother's baby, father's maybe.
Right, exactly.
But once you get that DNA test, nigga, you have rights. Once this shit is
depending on the state.
No,
because if you know not, because if you're in Texas and you didn't put a ring on that woman, then no, you don't. So if you're in Illinois, like those are different states.
Once this shit is confirmed that I am DNA biologically the father, you automatically get
no, you do not.
Rights.
No, you do not.
You gotta take her to court for those rights.
You get legitimized rights.
No, you do not. There are some states that will legitimize you.
I'm talking about the basic rights of just saying this is my child.
No, I would tell you a great example.
Now when you want to fight for,
go ahead.
Now when you want to hold on, wait.
I will tell you a great example.
Let me finish because I've spoken to lawyers. I've been legitimized. I know how this shit goes. I didn't get primary custody. Different. I didn't get primary custody because you have to go like there's actual court proceedings for that. To get legitimized, there's no court proceedings. All you have to do is take a DNA test.
You know who doesn't have to do that?
Were you married?
You know who doesn't have to do that?
I wasn't married.
You know who doesn't have to do that?
Listen,
the person that pushed it out.
Let me finish. Right, because it's mother's
because
baby.
Because they belong to them. No.
Yeah, because we know this baby is yours because it came out your vagina.
And it goes back to my point. You just said my point. You just said my point.
It's a very, very basic point.
Yeah, but what you're saying, but it's not accurate. It's not accurate.
You kind of make it
because
seem like
you're trying to make it because of how basic it is.
It's not 100% accurate because
I think you're thinking.
What I'm telling you is
His point is that like you did the work to get this child out of you, point blank, period, regardless of what comes after.
I'm not disregarding that.
Birth.
Right, but that doesn't mean that you have onus over this child over me. Right, no, I'm not. I feel like both parents have the same amount of rights to this child.
That's not the case.
You know what I'm saying?
No, they don't.
And I feel like that because when you're not married, you're correct.
It doesn't
matter.
But
when you're married, yes, because when you're married, my parents went through a divorce.
The woman always has the advantage.
I never said who had an advantage or disadvantage.
You do have more rights when you're married.
You have rights.
But
as a man, this child belongs to you. When you are, if you have a child, if you're married and you get a divorce and your children are over 12 years old, your mother just don't get the child. You go to court, you have hearings, and they decide who is the more fit parent. The children actually have a say-so on who they want to
but
live
we're talking
with.
about marriage.
Those proceedings.
Like the fact that you bring marriage into
right,
the
I'm telling you
conversation.
that, yes.
I was just thinking that she nigga ain't gonna be with their
the thing is, this like this though. But he doesn't.
Let me go back.
But you don't understand this.
So I'm gonna tell you this also. Most men don't fight to get their kids.
That's okay. That's another point. That's not talking about what we're talking about. Like we're talking about everything but the point.
Y'all are saying 9 times out of 10 the mother gonna go with the kids.
Yes, that's her choice.
Be with the mother at that time that they're going to court, going through that process. The kid is gonna be.
That's
with
because
the mom.
9 times out of 10 the men aren't going to. No, most men. I'm telling you, no. That's because most men are not going to. Most men who leave their most men who break up from a relationship with the woman who they have a child with is not saying I'm leaving and I'm taking the baby with me. Most men aren't.
You know why? Because the cops will come and take that child from you, nigga.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
I have done that before.
Did she call the cops on you?
The police didn't come. No,
she didn't call the cops. That's why they didn't come. What are you talking about? If she could call the cops and say, "Hey, this nigga stole my child," she's gonna say, "Hey, my nigga, get on the fucking ground and give us the kid."
Okay, she stole my child. I'm gonna say, "No, this is my child."
And they're gonna say, "You know what? The mother said you stole him. Get on the ground, my nigga."
And
that's kidnapping.
If I call the police and say, "Hey, my son's mom took my child," they're gonna do the same.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're gonna ask you, "Do you have custody? Do you have primary custody? Do you have paperwork to show that this is your child?" You know who they ain't gonna ask? That woman. They're not gonna ask the woman that, my brother. They're gonna say, "We're gonna get that nigga right now."
I got a birth certificate with it showing that
she doesn't, cause it's hers. Like y'all to keep you. Please, he doesn't talk to me. Please,
I don't think
speak sense.
No, because
go anywhere.
Because this is what I'm saying. We bring up law.
You don't want to understand a point.
We bring up law and it benefits.
No, we bring up law to reaffirm the point.
But I just brought up law. Y'all said
I know. You know, I started with biology.
Circumstances. This is what I'm telling you.
No, you brought up law when you say marriage, because marriage is a civil union, my brother.
We talked about
a civil union to the person who owns the child.
If you are get legitimized, if you're married.
Okay, we're not talking. No, we're not.
You added that different circumstances on what level of onus the father has on the child.
And again, onus is not what we talked about. Again, you keep adding.
You're not letting me finish.
Because you keep adding wrong.
That's a circumstance.
Elements.
If you're not married, that's a circumstance, right? These are two different circumstances.
No,
what I'm explaining is in either circumstance, if you're legitimized, you have a certain level of rights. Now, what that level of rights is varies state to state. Whatever the fuck the age of the child, yes, you are correct. You are correct.
I was just trying to just say that basic. You're not even trying
to
go
I'm trying to say the reason why you have to get legitimized is because of my point. You know what I'm saying? Because the child owns by the child. Everything flies away. Though we know who doesn't have to get legitimized? The person who did the 9 months and pushed it out.
Yeah,
like so that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I just said that.
Okay, so everything else after me, as you say, is not is. But
what I'm telling you is just because it's mother's baby, father's baby. Once we know it's the father's baby, that doesn't.
Okay, but we wasn't talking about that.
That doesn't cancel out that the father has rights. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
All right, man. Black China's getting rid of her BBL.
That's all I'm saying.
So I want to get into that. I want to know what the ladies think here. Black China's getting rid of BBL. Coily Ray's taking over the fucking rap game. Skinny girls are coming out.
I'm here for
it. Please correct me.
I'm here for it.
I think the skinny girls are taking over. What do y'all think? React.
No.
Oh, you said no?
Oh, well, I think everybody is trying to be skinny, though. That's why they're taking all that medicine from the diabetics or something, because they want to be skinny so bad.
Medicine to be skinny? That's crazy.
Isn't that true?
Oh. The diabetics don't have any more medication because the motherfuckers realize that the diabetic medication makes you lose weight.
That's crazy.
You said grab the chips.
And the fat
Can I grab your chips?
So like I said, I called that shit. Like I always do. I see it.
And then the chips.
As y'all can see, the Thoughtful Narcissist Podcast is a place where we get lit at. We got good food, good guac.
It's the snacks for me.
These
grapes.
Do y'all feel like the skinny girls are gonna take it over now? The thick area is over. We going back to that early 2000s.
No, that was like 90s.
Or the early 90s then.
I don't
that
agree.
was like early 90s where everybody wanted to be slim.
Y'all think we going back to that?
Everything circles around, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I think people are getting more. Yeah, like I don't agree. Like just fully going back into the skinny. You have a lot of more women that are now trying to like work out, become healthy, like the natural way. But I don't think it's just like, oh, I want to be skinny. Like, you know what I mean?
No, not trying to show no ribs.
They just want to be healthy.
Yeah,
healthier.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because you got people that honestly are working out to gain weight. Like I'm a person that, wants to gain weight. So, yeah.
No, I understand. I feel like a lot of things with the weight loss thing is really good in regards to that.
I was gaining the weight,
That was the purpose.
Yeah, that was the purpose. Exactly.
But I mean, does anybody really do it for health though? Does anybody ever do fitness for health?
Yeah,
They do fitness to look good.
I think it just look good.
Look good and for
That
health.
too.
It was for me, look good
That
and
was
for
the
health.
whole
That's what people
Instagram.
who don't work out say.
They said the Instagram thing was I don't work out for health. I work out to look good naked.
Oh wow! I mean,
I'm doing that for
Can't
both.
believe everything you see on social media.
I didn't say that. I just
doing it
said
for
shit had
You
100.
work out, you're
Right.
setting
You're getting
yourself up
healthy.
for success.
You're getting
For
healthy,
success,
right?
Basically.
No, I mean not necessarily.
And
They
then,
said
and then you got to prepare yourself for when you get older. You want to be able to walk around, do active stuff.
Well, I'm glad you brought that
older.
up because y'all know that dude. He just passed. Lance. I can't remember his last name. He was an actor, real popular actor. He was in
What
The
he played
Wire.
Oh yeah, I know what you're
bald
talking
head
about.
black.
What happened?
Yeah, the bald black guy. His name was Lance something. He just passed away. 60 years old.
Talking about Lieutenant Dane.
Yeah. Real. Like I said, they said him was a fitness junkie.
They said
Like
him.
they said that was a shout. That was a shout out for me and Carl used to do that.
We here.
They
we here.
still on them 20 them old pronouns. They don't
We
know
here,
how to freak it.
Him.
This nigga
Well, you heard what he said. Him.
Release some Covington shit.
I'm not from Covington, by the way. I'm not
Thank
from
you.
Covington. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Where you from?
The East Side.
You went to Alcovey.
I did for 3 years.
Veterans.
For 3 years.
You
Nah,
go
Quan
veterans.
ain't go to veterans.
Okay.
I was there for 3 years.
Okay.
3 years out of there.
Don't do her like that.
But what was the reason? Like, how did he pass? What was the reason?
I think it's just they said natural causes.
Okay.
So like 60 years old, natural causes. You out here working out. And all that
Everybody's
shit.
body is
Saying,
different
nigga, you
too.
could be working
you know?
out and goddamn get hit by a bus.
This wasn't that though.
You know
This
what
was
I'm saying?
natural.
Like, motherfucker could be
Like-
working out. Like, yeah,
like,
I'm gonna live
for
till I'm
instance,
80
I
and
feel
then
like-
fucking fall off a bridge or something.
I feel like-
shit happens.
It can prevent a lot of things, and then there's some things that it can't prevent. That's just what it is. Everybody's body is different, so
That's why I just feel like we do that kind of that. We need to work out thing. It ain't blanket for everybody. Cause like I said, you could put your body through all that. Make sure you at the peak condition, and if you just have a congenital disease, it's over with. You know what I'm saying?
you're
So
right.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's a lot of the shit that we just do is.
Yeah, but the percentages are a lot higher for people who work out.
Oh, for sure. I'm not saying that. It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
And,
So
but
I would
I'm
still
going to
take
her
the
point when she was saying
percentages.
everybody's body's different. That's why.
Yeah.
Everybody's
yeah,
different,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm gonna take the percentages over.
Oh, for sure.
Just waking up, not doing shit.
I mean, like I said,
Yeah, you always want to increase your chances.
yeah, because I mean, sitting around
Right.
is not gonna help you. And that's what a lot of people are living life
Right.
where you just sitting around all fucking day.
You want to increase
Yeah,
your
not doing
chances
nothing.
for sure.
So I mean, you gotta like I said. I'm not saying anything's wrong with being active. I just think the culture that we have around it. What a lot of people don't understand is influencing is the new trend. If you can get something going on, is do it. But the easiest way to do it is your body. Because that's the one thing you know you can control. You can't control the job and all that stuff because somebody got to hire you. You can't control where you was born in because that was your parents' job. But you can control the way you look. And that's why you see this fitness craze kind of going on because it's really kind of I don't want to say a bottom of a barrel kind of content, but anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? In a way. Anybody who's able-bodied. So that's why I feel like we get a lot of these things where people are selling us these creams and these pills and these fitnesses, but what they don't understand is like, bro, you're genetically have a disposition for that shit. Like, there's girls who body frames, no matter what, how much work they put into, squats, they are going to have a washboard ass.
That's
like,
why they go get the surgery.
Yeah, that's why they need the surgeries in regards to that to try to get that look. But at the end of the day, what it really is.
African women that try to like sell like building booty. Like
The
routines.
cream.
You're African, ma'am. Like you was gonna have a shelf booty regardless. It's in your DNA. That has nothing to do with your workout routine. The shit is crazy, and there's a pandemic. It's mad at them.
Like I said, they got the Mexicans with the square booties and all that. So it's like it's what you gonna get. It's whatever you gonna
sit
shake.
here and just deflate the fact that working out does help.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not saying that it doesn't. I'm just saying
You may not get the.
What I'm doing is exposing the market in regards to what it is people who have great genetics selling people who don't have great genetics an idea that one day they can look like they have great genetics, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all you can do is work out for you, do your body what it's gonna do, and just try to be active. But this idea of trying to get this frame, you doing workouts to get this particular kind of body, that only happens if you have a certain kind of genetics. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, in regards to the
it's some niggas who can do push-ups and
it depends.
In regards to the Black China shit, because I know that's what you brought all this on. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that the reason why a lot of these women Black China didn't have the BBL. She had the ass shots.
Yeah, she had the shots, the dimple shots.
And I think that shit was getting unhealthy.
For sure.
That was part of the reason why she's like, okay, I need to take this shit out of me. Mm-hmm. The BBL shit, I think you'll still see women getting that. But like Farrah was saying, they gonna start being a little more healthy, like getting the small BBLs and not being a little more like overbearing with it. Like
you gotta stop with the ant booties.
You gotta get the thigh to match.
They gotta match. They have to match. Y'all be looking crazy out here. These females be looking crazy.
Thigh gotta match the ass. Yeah, you gotta do your math proportion. Better. It gotta be proportion.
The math not mathing.
At least I don't know why in
they
Georgia
do have skinny BBLs.
Yeah, the skinny BBL. That's what we was talking about. Mm-hmm. But I feel like a lot of women are doing a lot more natural things because that BBL has gotten so outrageous. Where it's like, God dang, she got this big ant booty. The thing like about it is, so the women who go to the gym and just work out and get their nice little plump booty, niggas is fucking with that. Cause you like, yeah, your shit don't look out of control. Like your shit don't look ridiculous, right? You look good.
What's gonna be the prototype?
What a lot of folks don't understand is it's not about the size. It's about the shape.
It's about the proportion.
Not even the proportion. If you have a good shape, a shape will look better than if you have a proportion, a big butt, but it's not shaped well.
It gotta match the thigh. It don't look as good. It gotta match your thigh and it gotta match your waist.
The shape is what's the most important part.
At least ass ratio. Mm-hmm. The waist, thigh, ass. If your waist too small, your ass too big, and your thighs too little, you look stupid.
You look insane.
You gotta have a nice hips.
Ant life.
You gotta have nice hips.
Bugs
you gotta
life.
have a nice ass, and your thighs gotta be a little thick.
Be subtle and
so
you gotta have
it needs to flow.
It gotta flow.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so the house might erupt when we you know what I'm saying, talk about this topic that's gonna come down. But I gotta throw the grenade out there. So I know y'all saw Finesse 2 times. We talked about this pre-show and all that stuff. Regards him and Erica Banks. So essentially his request from him, what he wanted from his woman, was a woman who was going to wake up herself, cook him food and dinner all through the day, make sure his back is rubbed, make sure his needs are met.
See, that's what he said.
Did he not say that?
He said rub his back.
He definitely said tend to me. Like
he just said tend to me, like pretty much tend to me before you get in your
Erica
car.
said rubbing toes and all that other shit. That's what she said.
Like
on her
kissing. I think she was just being a little.
She may have been excited. So this is why we was talking about this in our group chat or whatever. And my thing is this: when I kind of learned this more information, he wasn't the top earner in that group or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing, but she was making just as many moves inward. You can't expect that, bro. You can't expect that if you're not 100% earner.
Ladies, what y'all think? Like, how y'all feel about that?
Do you
Quan,
feel as
you
though?
Can go first.
Yeah.
And then Kiki.
Thank you.
And Shanika, I want to hear from you too.
Okay, it's a no for me.
It's a no. Why it's a no for you?
Me because
under any situation?
Huh?
Under any situation? When I say any situation, I mean you only work because you enjoy it. If you stop working, you bad at your job, your life still stays the same way. He's 100% provider. Do you feel as though then is that the case?
Okay, so if it's a twist, it's a twist.
That's the twist. Yeah, we gotta add a twist, honey. We gotta add a twist.
Let me know.
We gotta add a twist to the juice.
Okay, cool. Okay, maybe.
I want both your answers.
Okay, cool.
So if he's taking care of the bills, if
he's taking care of me, I ain't got no job.
Right.
I'll make sure he good. The house
okay,
good.
now if y'all both working,
if we both working, I'm not doing that because I'm tired. I'm not doing that.
Okay,
I'm
so
tired.
what if y'all both working, but your income is just like for you, like you working for you? He still work, pay all the bills, all your money you keep.
I mean,
like you just
you
working.
You
just work for the fender.
You just working to get extra money.
To wake up when you wake up at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
that's
even if he paying all the bills and shit.
It doesn't matter.
Fucking tired.
No, I'm just asking.
I wake up when I want to wake up.
I'm
What if I'm
that.
tired from working a overnight shift? I'm not getting up.
But
we got different shifts.
You don't have to work though.
Okay, so I'm not working.
No, you
Okay,
working.
but you just
working
said-
for you though.
Okay.
You working for you. Like this, he still pay all the bills.
Okay.
But you like, baby, I want to go to work because I want some extra money. But he like, shit. All right, you get your money. You do what you do with your money. You don't gotta worry about no bill. Everything good. You just working for you.
Okay.
You want to buy some extra shit. You want to buy him some shit, maybe. You know, that's the only reason why you working. But he still pay all the bill. He taking care of everything.
So he still want me to wake up with him in the morning.
He still want you to wake up because he like, damn, baby, I gotta go to work.
It's different. If I'm working and you working, it's gonna be different.
So he got to
We're
take.
not gonna be on the same.
He got to tell
same
you to
schedule,
quit
the
your
same
job. He
shift.
like, nah, you can't work.
We gotta be LeBron
Like,
James.
no,
to
you
get that.
can't work,
bro.
I'm saying, like,
Okay, wait. What is he wanting me to do? Because
know,
no, I'm saying like, cause y'all
We'll keep it
said.
simple. We'll keep it simple. I just want when I wake up. I just want. What is that hypothetically finesse 2 times? I'm not even putting it on me. He wakes up. He just want to smell breakfast going when he wake up. When he sit down,
Even though I just got home.
No, this is this. You choosing to go to work.
Yeah, you don't.
This
have
is
to
your
work
choice.
now.
Yeah.
You can bang out at the crib all day. You choose.
Yeah, I can take care of you without.
Am I a wife or am I a girlfriend? Right now?
Girlfriend, girlfriend.
You a girlfriend with wife
You
going
a
in.
girlfriend aspiring to be a wife. You want to be.
You want to be a wife. And he's doing husband things by taking care of you. Because I think that's one thing we always understand. You say, "Oh, I'm not gonna be a wife if I'm a girlfriend," but then anything you expect from a man is gonna be what a husband expects, right?
I think that too.
That don't change what you expect from your boyfriend and your husband.
So
that's what we're gonna go right here. You getting that? You in this situation? Are you doing it? Are you waking up an hour, 30 minutes before you have to get the food ready so he smell it?
Iron his clothes iron for work and shit like that.
Literally,
So he
you gonna be done by 10.
So he's saying every morning I want to wake up and smell breakfast.
I mean, every morning you wake up, the bills paid.
Huh?
Every morning you wake up, the bills paid.
I just feel like if I'm working,
is that too much?
If I'm working and if I'm tired,
Where's the compromise?
yeah, exactly.
The compromise is him.
Compromise is when you go
Your
to
show ain't finna be
No,
sleeping till
no,
12 o'clock around.
No, not 12 o'clock.
This is what I'm
no,
saying.
not 12 o'clock.
I don't give a fuck.
No, not 12 o'clock.
I'll tell you what the compromise
The
is.
compromise is
The compromise is that credit card that you swipe.
I understand
But
that.
what if he
I understand that, but I got my own
go ahead.
business. I'm up late
But
doing my
that's 'cause
shit.
you wanna do
like-
Exactly.
This
Right,
is all
but I
have
want
to
to
do
do that
that.
though.
Right, you
So
wanna
if I
do
get to
that.
bed late, I'm not waking up at 6 a.m. to make you breakfast. Like
And
I
you ain't
don't.
waking up at 12 p.m. neither.
I didn't
But
never
she
say
got her own
12.
business.
No,
She
not
don't-
12.
She want to make
But
it.
what
But this
if
what she
he
said.
wants you?
Hold on,
But
hold on.
no, but she's saying, okay, what
She
if he
said
said
she
he
wanna
wanted
wake
you
up.
to be up at 6 a.m. to cook him breakfast?
But
Like
she
I want to
said-
smell it. No, that's not happening.
But she said
if I just
she-
stayed up to 2 o'clock in the morning
Right.
to finish doing what I'm
And
doing.
she said she might
I'm
wake
not
up at 6
saying
a.m.
I'm
and
not
she
saying
waking up
that
at-
it's never gonna happen. I'm just
So
saying
when the
it's
bills
not gonna
ain't
be.
Hold on,
paid
wait.
and you looking at me and asking me, well, why the bills ain't paid?
Well,
No,
guess
because
what?
what she's
No.
saying
Damn,
is
this
what
month,
Quan
yeah.
I wouldn't
saying
even
is.
expect him to do that.
Hold on, wait.
It's
But
just
in
like
this
that's
situation-
doing
Hold on,
too
hold on, hold
much.
on. What,
Situation.
Quan, I want to make sure
Yeah.
I'm understanding you correct. You saying you'll wake up at 6 in the morning, but you waking up to handle your business. Like I'm waking up handling my business. Like yeah, you get up, I get up, I'm making
If
sure my
I'm up
business
late
straight.
working, doing what I'm doing, and I'm up
your
late and I go
choice.
to bed, you're right. It is because I'm my own woman. You're right.
Tell her one more time. Say it again.
I'm my own woman.
Okay.
And I got my own money.
Her is.
Her is. If I'm up late working or whatever, and you get up at 5:30 in the morning, I just went to bed. So
Right.
you want me to wake up and cook you breakfast? I can't see straight. I can't hear. I'm tired.
Right.
My eyes bloodshot red. I just went to bed. So even though I was up late working, doing my own thing, want me to wake up and make you a breakfast?
That's the thing though. Like if you doing your own thing for recreational,
Yeah.
Right. This
That's
ain't.
just-
No, it's for.
because if you don't do what I'm, if the expectations aren't being met, if what I'm asking for aren't being met, now you're gonna be doing what you want to do for
necessity.
For necessity.
Like you gonna
Now
have to
it's
do
no
this
longer
to
recreational.
survive.
Now you gotta do this to survive. Now
Right,
it's
'cause
no longer
before I
fun.
was taking care
so
of you.
you staying up to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning doing what you like to do. This is your hobby because.
But I have a business though. I'm up doing my
You got a
business shit.
business.
Yeah, I'm up doing my business
You got
shit.
a
Yeah.
business. Me first.
So you first before my business.
Before your business.
If you want this man to be your
business
husband,
ain't first
you want me to be your husband.
First here.
You want me to be your
No,
husband?
no, you my husband? You my husband?
If you want me to be your husband, we
No,
working
y'all
towards-
said
we working
girlfriend
towards-
and you working
we working
towards it.
towards
I ain't
it.
say
Pay the bills. If your
no.
business-
It's your husband. It's your boyfriend.
It's my boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
one more question.
But he handling his husband duties.
Hold on, wait.
That is not what it is. Let me know what it is.
Okay, situation. He's your husband. He's your boyfriend. He's your boyfriend, but he handles husband responsibilities.
He's showing you he could be.
Okay, let me get to the groove of what we're saying is because as men, even as if we're average earners, high earners, things like that, what we want to do is have our views and our labor respected, and the way that it's respected is by you showing a grace of saying, hey, if this shit happens, you first. Anything of this, if you handling everything where I don't have to do this anymore, you got to come first in that situation in regards, because at the end of the day, when I go out to work, it's because of you. I'm not doing it just so I can live a Playboy lifestyle. I'm doing it so we can live a potential family lifestyle.
Necessities are being met.
So that's what we saying is that in regards to, and again, I want to know y'all personal opinions about this because I don't feel like y'all are entitled to any which way. But do you feel as like is your husband, even if you do have a career, you do have a passion, does he come first in regards to that situation, especially if he's handling what he needs to handle? Because at the end of the day, a lot of guys feel like we can do this shit and it still don't matter.
I definitely think that's the
like
case.
we feel like we could be up 6 racks, 7 racks, or 7 zeros. And if it's not what y'all want at that exact time, it's not enough.
What's wrong with that?
I don't think it's nothing wrong with you doing your own thing, but I feel like if I'm being a man, if I'm being a provider, if I'm taking care of everything, like you don't got to wake up and worry about no car note, no car insurance, no light bill,
everything
it's food in the fridge. I left a little money on the counter for you so you can go do whatever you want to do while I'm gone at work.
That's different.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm the man, if I'm taking care of everything, I feel like shit. If I tell you, babe, I really like to wake up and it's breakfast cooked. I feel like breakfast should be cooked.
Is that every single day?
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't make.
I mean, you live in luxury every single day, though.
I feel like that's just
no. We taking that work is your choice.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm like, yeah, I'm letting you know, like, hey, baby, if you want to run your business, you can run your business, but I don't want your business to interfere with you taking care of me. Cause I'm handling my business.
I take care of you, take care of the house, take care of the kids.
I ain't saying
take care of the dog. I gotta do all that.
I ain't saying
that's a lot.
And you better schedule your nap in the middle of the day.
Yeah, you better get your nap.
Damn. What you think?
Right. You better schedule. You better get your schedule.
That's a lot. What you think, sis?
Because if you want to, but this is what I'm saying. If you want to be that kept woman,
what?
It's like
because it's really determined over breakfast. But if we part
ways, I'm still gonna be.
No,
multiple things. I'm saying we're talking about breakfast. I'm not talking about breakfast. I'm talking about my woman.
I'm gonna take care of my nigga in the household for sure, but
I'm gonna make sure my
every day waking up for breakfast, like
I know we just talking about breakfast. That's what I'm like. Okay,
no, we
talking to a bigger scope of it now.
Was Erica Banks right or wrong?
I agree with her.
But see, the reason why she's wrong is because he has to put in.
So
she's putting in too.
The reason why she's right.
The reason why she's right is because she's putting in.
My take on the Erica Banks situation is that they already had careers before they met each other. Mm-hmm. She had her career going. What he doing for her ain't enough to compensate for her not having her career. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in that instance, yeah, she should be able to get up, do her thing, make sure her shit running smoothly. And I feel like, at the same time, he should get up and make sure his shit running smoothly. Now, if it's something where, and this is what I would say if it was my relationship, if me and my girl both work full time, right? We got kids. I feel like we splitting the responsibilities at home. Mm-hmm. Some days I cook, some days you cook. Some days I get the kids ready for school, some days you get the kids ready for school. Because we both work. So it's not going to be all on you to do everything because we both going to work. We both contributing on the business.
Men don't strive for that.
You know what I'm saying? No, but I would rather.
They want to be the full provider.
If I had them under my control, if I could make enough money to where it's like.
For men,
you said have them under your control.
No, I'm saying if I had it under my control where I make enough money to where my wife don't have to work, then I want you to be at home and taking care of the kids.
The lifestyle doesn't change if you're good at your job or not.
Right. If you do want to work, I still want you to go to work, but I don't want you to be working too much to the point where you don't take care of the kids and take care of home because I'm already paying all the bills.
We still go on 2 vacations a year. We still do all the X, Y, and Z's, things like that. What a lot of guys are feeling is though is even if I'm able to get to that rare stance of being able to get to that and provide that for my family, I'm still not getting someone who's going to comply to this.
Right,
because at the end of the day, and I know women hate to hear this, men want your agency. They want you to be able to jump onto their campaign. If I have to work blood, sweat, and tears 30, 40 years to acquire the wealth to do that, that's what niggas gonna want. I know it sounds sick. I want y'all really to react to it. But that's what niggas really want in regards to that.
I think that's what most
women want. Is that too much?
Too,
y'all think that might be too much?
Most women, y'all don't want to have to go to work for the rest of y'all life every day and worry about bills and all that shit.
It depends on the lady. That's why I want to know their individual thoughts on it.
Like, I'd rather take care of my nigga and make sure stuff is taken care
Right, you don't want to have to go to work and worry about all this extra shit, and now I gotta wake up and go to work every morning, and oh goddamn, I gotta take days off and all this extra shit. You gotta deal with your boss.
I'm a housewife, but if I'm not a housewife, then it's gonna be different.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Is that? Do you think that's something that? Because as guys, we think that a lot of women want that in the grand scheme of things. Do you think that's off base?
No.
Most women want to be housewives. What do you think?
Do.
For y'all, at least.
Do most women? Yeah.
Do you want to be a housewife? Would you prefer to be a woman whose husband is taking care of everything? You just stay at home with the kids, make sure the house clean, food cooked, or would you want to be a woman who like wake up and go to work and have a career, and be a career woman, like career driven woman?
Well, just the type of person I am. Like I'm so used to having my own and doing stuff by my just for myself.
Right.
So like,
So
more so on doing my own career driven. I'm not saying go to work for a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life.
I mean that doesn't mean that.
You know what I mean?
That means
But
committing to like something other than your family.
Right,
to be honest,
right.
Yeah.
So you would just be like,
But I want to, if I'm at that moment where I do have, I'm 27. Well, about 27.
Okay.
But if I'm at that point where I'm about to have kids, I do want you to be able to hold it down while I'm healing, so I could,
I think that plays a big factor into it too. I think like most women, once they have kids, they would rather be in the home than before you have kids. It's like, I want to work, I want to be out here, I want to be doing my thing.
See, I think that the difference is the time scale, and we talked about this before too, where it's like y'all timeline for that decision is so totally different from men.
Don't match up with the men time.
Because right now at 27,
this your prime time.
Yeah, nigga be like, you need to make that choice right now.
Yeah, you peak.
Like
you gonna peak to like have kids,
or
be
you
married,
need
all
to
that shit.
in a man's eyes that has means. Because like I said, we keep talking, and the most important part about this is talking about niggas who have means, because at the end of the day, that's the only ones who actually have a say in the conversation. So at the end of the man who has means, who takes this time to get like 30, 40 years to get that, ideally 27 is a great age. You know what I'm saying? 20, if he's 35, 40 years old, I'm pretty sure that's not probably somebody you would want to older, that much older. But that's actually where the kind of the peak goes.
That's when
do y'all feel like y'all as women aren't told? Because I feel like we talk about that generally amongst ourselves. Do y'all feel like y'all aren't told what the age that men are trying to wife y'all up at? Is that something, a conversation y'all have? Because I hear a lot of them always say late 30s.
I don't think that there's really...
Y'all always say early 30s, late 30s, and that's not when men want to wife you up. Being honest.
No, men looking for women in
25 to 27.
I didn't know it was a
prime.
I think women...
She said she didn't even know.
I think most men are looking for women that are like 35 and younger. When they want to get
no children, by the way.
A lot of older men...
a lot of older men try to talk to you, right?
Yeah, and a lot of older men want women in their
want a young tender.
Yeah, they want to just like most men are looking
women in their prime.
Most older men are looking for men in 35.
I feel the same way. I'm 30. I feel the same way.
And it's not that y'all, because y'all do feel it, and actually y'all are in y'all prime when it actually comes to living a life. You know what I'm saying? And being able to explore the world and things like that, because y'all know y'all bodies now, y'all have experienced a lot of things. But remember, y'all gotta have another person that's dancing with y'all. And that partner, especially, and I've said this before, where it's like, if I spend 30, 40 years to amass this kind of lifestyle for myself and I want to give it to somebody else, I don't want your 30, 40 years of trauma. You know what I'm saying? Of dealing with other guys, doing other stuff. It's just not going to be something that...
Or debt. That's another big thing. Like, women that go to school, they accumulate $150,000 in debt. Now you 30 years old, and now you want to come be with me, but you want me to... take on your 130, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And again, it's not a problem with it. It's just
men would do it. It's just like
they rather would do it for a girl who fresh out of school,
right?
Than somebody who you know.
Because at the end of the day, that's baggage.
You've been
money,
all this other stuff is going on. So
baggage.
Y'all react to that. We'll wrap the show up after that. Y'all react to y'all, because like you said you didn't know that. What is told to y'all in regards to acquiring men? Is it just like men? We gonna be there?
Men getting married
when y'all ready?
Like that. What is it?
Nothing was really told to me. I've been dealing with the same guy for 5 years, so
like even before that, just like think about like.
But I say he got 25.
As a late teen, early 20s, like what were you being told as far?
I wasn't being told nothing. Back then, I was young getting
outside. What we told them.
I was in the club at that time. I wasn't really told nothing. Like settle down at this age, have a kid. That wasn't told to me. So
whatever
I don't know.
the man want to do, they gonna bounce. If when they 25. And they dealing with a nigga who ready to put a ring on it. Guess what they gonna say?
Do. Yes, we fucking with it. So that you agree with that?
But see, that's not necessarily the case because they'll want a nigga to be 25. Y'all, they'll want a nigga to be 25, 30. Yes, they do.
No, these chicks I know a nigga who's 68 dating a fucking 28-year-old.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, and you know what? And you know her friends. If y'all have friends who was dating, she's 26 dating a 40-year-old. Y'all gonna look at her sideways, right?
Gonna always have
we asking a woman. You ain't a woman.
Maybe he cutting the check. He gotta be
cutting
the check.
But y'all not gonna look at that like that's normal, right?
Is she
okay? But y'all adding stuff to it, right? He secured a bag. Y'all not.
It's not about.
Is he making you?
It's
happy?
not about.
That too.
That too. But if your girl told you she's 25, she dating a 28-year-old. Does there any other extra stuff come to your head in regards to?
You gonna be like, damn, why?
Is there any qualifiers? Like all that stuff y'all said was qualifiers for the older man.
I have never questioned.
You're not gonna question
that.
Because there's no qualifiers for
a man 12 years older than me. So
most men,
I can't talk.
That's how it be though. Most men would date a woman that's 5, 6, 7, 12 years younger than them.
My sister,
because he probably got more money at this point. He at a better stage of his life, and he wants somebody who don't come with that negative experience.
Younger and you dating a nigga who.
20, right? You gonna be like, damn, I want to fuck with this nigga. He more mature. He got more. He further along.
But sometimes a lot of them want the young nigga too.
And men look at that like, okay, this girl younger. She don't got all this extra baggage.
I can help
she
her.
probably ain't been with 100 dudes. She probably ain't got student loans. She probably ain't got no kids. She probably ain't been through shit mentally with men where it's like, oh, now I gotta recover.
Let's
this
just be honest. Niggas know that they can train. They can groom a lady who's younger than them. And that's what it comes down to. I mean, that's what it is.
Niggas talking about older guys?
Older guys, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There is a level of influence when you older and you have more means over a woman to where you can kind of shape her into the woman that she's going to become.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same. I feel like it's like that for any older relationship, period. You know what I'm saying? I feel like women do that to younger boys, men too. And men do it to women. Like
nastiness.
Anytime you older, you more mature, you feel like you could influence, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you got resources, because they going to want those resources. They going to want that money. They going to want this house. I may not have a house. I may be living in an apartment. I may be sharing a room with somebody, but my boyfriend, he got a fucking mansion. So, yeah, I'm going to fuck with this nigga because I really want somewhere to stay, and I like this nigga house. You know what I'm saying?
Can't be mad at the mansion.
That's how that shit
goes.
But,
hey, I want to thank everybody, man. This has been a great show. We did a lot of crazy shit. Y'all have given me a lot of work to edit.
A lot of crazy shit.
But I appreciate it, man. I love that y'all came here with us. Thank you, Quan.
Kiki.
That's my niece's name too. We call her that too.
Quan, Kiki, Shanika. We appreciate y'all for definitely joining in on the show.
Thank you.
Y'all are always welcome in.
Have to get y'all back on here. Well, y'all got some topics. You know, come with the topics.
If y'all are selling anything, let us know. We'll definitely put y'all ads and stuff on the show.
I already got a shout out Queen's Confections.
That's why I fuck with you on
Queen's Confections.
That's my nigga.
Queen's Confections, my girl. I've definitely
can't fuck with a nigga that call you Quan. He don't really know.
I'll call you Queen's Confections.
Don't do that. Don't do him like that.
Don't do that.
I was just about to say that, girl.
Don't play with him.
Okay, hold on.
Don't play with him.
Hold on. So let me go ahead and get some little plugs going right quick. Because I have been I am a customer of Queen's Confections.
Yes.
And I must say that everything I purchased has been
top tier flour.
Has been busting. I took
I
took that double crusted cheesecake to Thanksgiving one year, and my whole family was like, "Hold on, we need another one of these. We need another one of these." So if y'all don't know,
did you take credit for that? Yo, what would have took credit for? Did you take credit for that? Did you take credit?
No,
for
I told them.
Okay.
I gave the card. I gave the card. Didn't I shout you out on Instagram? Everything.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure. If you like any fucking bakeries, good shit, you need to hit up Queen Confections. She got that double crusted cheesecake.
And it's cracked.
And I ain't never had no shit good as that.
That sounds good.
And she got the brookies. She got the motherfucking
Baker's
strawberry cheesecake cupcake motherfuckers. Man,
talk
she got some shit now. And some shit I ain't never had.
Okay, but you need
before
to.
I had it. And that shit was busting. So y'all make sure y'all follow Quan. Give them your Instagram. Let them know where they can follow your bakery and your personal page.
Thank you. So my personal is Quan G. Quan with 4 N's _G.
It's gonna be up under her, like right there.
It is on my page. And then my business is Queen's Confections. Queens _Confections with a Z.
Yep, it's busting. And Kiki, what
and you need
got?
to come out with the vegan.
I got
Hold
you.
on, Kiki, you
She's
got
so
that.
I've been asking. I just don't
vegan.
eat dairy. I've been asking about that.
You have it.
for
I'm sorry.
like
I got you.
it's been like
coming.
what, like a year, 2
Okay,
years.
So my girl finna
don't try to embarrass
upgrade.
me,
She
okay?
finna have it.
It's coming.
She about to upgrade to the gluten-free vegan baked
That's
goods.
a fact. That's
Well,
a fact.
Kiki, what you got? You got hair growth oil? What you got?
Earth hair oil. It is
Okay.
a hair growth oil for beards.
Okay.
And
I
also
need to get
for
some
the
of
hair
that.
in
I'm
your
trying to
head.
grow a beard. My shit look,
I make it from scratch.
shit look bad.
Okay.
It's completely all natural. No chemicals
I
added.
don't want that shit. You got
We'll put it in the
Hold on.
YouTube link. So
Earth hair oil.
Yes, we gonna put it in there. Spell it out. Say, what was it again? Your Instagram
EARTH Earth hair oil.
oil.
YG.
On IG. Make sure y'all follow Kiki.
Yep.
She got the oil. You can get some beard growth and some baked goods. Right?
That's a fact.
Okay, not
do
just
that.
beard. It's for your
Oh,
hair
for
too.
your hair.
The
Okay.
hair on your head
Hair
too.
But I want to put
Yeah.
some. I want to grow some sideburns. I need to get that. So I
Yeah,
hope your
you
shit
definitely
work.
need
I'm
to.
gonna be.
Oh,
the
it
dude.
worked.
All right,
It
let's say no
worked.
more.
Don't do
Say no more.
that.
You got the little roller. Your shit come with the roller. Too?
No, but I need to do that.
Okay.
That's gonna be my next move. My next
She got the
move.
rollers coming soon. We got hair grow, beard, and top of your hair oil. What else you got? That's it.
Just for now.
For now.
Yeah.
But it's most
It's coming,
shit coming.
Yeah.
It's most
the
shit
brand
coming.
is growing.
Most
Yeah.
shit
For sure.
coming. So y'all make sure y'all follow Kiki. Make sure y'all check out the oil. Make sure y'all follow Quan. Make sure y'all check out the baked goods. Make sure y'all follow us, TTN Podcast, on Instagram, Twitter,
Yes,
all
sir.
that good shit. Like, follow, comment, subscribe. Appreciate Dub Don Dada on the
My
knob.
boy was doing his thing today. This nigga heard the buzz and everything. He
Yeah,
was on his job today. This nigga
He
wasn't
doing it.
on
He
that
watching the time. He
bullshit.
watching the time.
Thank
Shout out
fucking
to my
God.
boy Dub, man. We definitely
might
appreciate
be
you.
the last of the
Shout out to my boy Prime Time.
On the phone. This nigga out here taking calls, making
Right.
plays.
No
Well, but
respect.
the business
Right,
don't stop.
disrespectful.
The business don't stop. For
Don't forget
boy
my girl
Prime
Shanika
Time.
in the corner.
My boy said,
Follow my girl.
follow my
Shanika.
girl Shanika in the
Yeah,
corner. Tell
that's
him,
my girl.
tell him your info, Shanika. Get the mic.
CHANEKKA.
EKK.
Oh, and
EKK.
she also does hair.
Oh, Shanika.
Hair
do
by
that too.
Scenique.
What you do? You do dreads. You do braids.
She do everything. Sorry.
Okay, she do everything.
She did my hair. She did my hair.
Okay.
this.
Okay, yeah.
Shanika.
So, Shanika, I'm gonna have to get your pricing. I'm gonna have to bring my son. My son need his retwist. I'm gonna
He
have to
is
bring him
so
to
handsome.
you. Thank you. I appreciate that. He growing
Sorry, I
up.
just put you on the spot. It's hair by Scenique, CNEK.
We
Okay.
appreciate that. No, we always love to show love. So
Yes,
that's,
we love
that's
to
what
show
we about
love.
here.
We definitely appreciate all y'all. We got Shanika and Misinformation over here in the audience. We appreciate them. Rhetoric, my boy, you know, we doing the show, man. We do what it do.
Hey, the greatest
man.
podcast in the world, man. We appreciate y'all listening, man. We are out of here.
We out here. We had some tequila, man. Take care of others. Take care of
Wait, so
yourself.
do y'all all do this podcast together all the time?